I was talking about story, but no, main feed is crazy.
Main feed is stories, whatever.
The main feed. Oh no! I guess her girlfriend asked her, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Oh, I'm just here with my man." I'm there watching TV. I looked around. And she's behind me, right? I'm like,
You're like, where is she?
Oh,
I remember my first light
there's
skin.
the next yo, she's in a bed full of gifts. I'm like,
Your first light skin girlfriend will have you doing them type of things.
I'm like,
Yeah, they had a exchange of change.
yeah.
and look what happened the last time Drake posted top 5 jobs.
Ooh. Good point. I'm just speculating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe this is why they don't like me like that,
You're
bro.
speculating a little too much.
Why you be asking all these questions, bro?
416, bro. Think about it, bro. He's from Toronto.
Kadu did the Black
416.
Panther soundtrack. Nigga. He doesn't have to do no numerology.
Bro, the Illuminati gave him that, bro. If you still have a 416 number, I could trust you.
Yeah.
But anyone with even a 647, I'm looking at you different.
This guy's like the Black Trap Lord Ross.
Black Lord Ross.
Black Lord Ross. But is it okay as a rapper to go to PC? Where like mans are not like trying to run to I've been here for so long. I guess I'm gonna have to take some bum. Like, this is a real Toronto podcast, bro.
We love hip hop.
Places with large Irish population, like Toronto, Chicago, New York City.
We're first on the list.
We're like fourth.
Wow. We're always on some kind of list, though. You ain't noticed that? When it comes to celebrating some shit, celebrating the gay shit, we're like, shit, I'm already recording, but whatever. Celebrating the LGBTQ community, we're like number 1 in the world. What are we, number 4 on the St. Patty's list?
I don't think it was in any sort of order, but we're just mentioned as one of the places outside of Ireland with a high Irish population.
We love to party, bro.
Even when it comes to Carnival, Toronto was on the list, you know?
I think Toronto is like, number 2 for the Caribbean Carnival type shit?
I wouldn't say number 2 still, because Trinidad is number 1, obviously. But like, Grenada is mad, you know, Spice Mass. Crop Over in Barbados is crazy too. You know, like, and the islands are really like going above and beyond, you know? So Toronto, I wouldn't say Toronto's number, maybe like 5. Even Jamaica Carnival's coming up too, and that's going to be crazy.
And then there's also New York. New York has a pretty crazy carnival also.
What's that, a Labor Day parade?
The Labor Day parade thing, you know what I'm saying? So it'd be pretty crazy out there. Gentlemen, I have 2 pre-topics for us here, and you guys could choose which one you want to go with. Going public with your shawty. And the other one that I have is like a nasty TTC like incident. Like not incident, but like how nasty the TTC can be. So which one do y'all want to choose?
We can start with the shawty, but I'm always down to rant about public transportation. You know?
That's why
so you could just squeeze that in after.
That's why I put them both there. I was like, the going public with the shawty is perfect for these guys, but like that TTC shit, I know there's many rants available for that. Okay, so let me pull up the video of going public with your shawty. This is courtesy of the Hood 6, or the Hood 6. This Toronto girl says it's scary to publicly date someone in Toronto. Let's see what she got to say.
Like, going public with somebody who you're dating in Toronto is fucking scary. Why the fuck I go public with my little shit and I be posting him and everything, and then all of a sudden all these girls just randomly start posting him, adding me. I'm like, yo, where did these people come from? Girls, they're sub-posting me every day. Bitch, you got it. You can have him, because I'm not putting up with this shit.
I'm putting up with this shit.
And then I have people telling me, oh, well, that's why you don't go public. That's why you don't go public. That's why you don't go public.
We love
You mean to think that I'm going to be getting played in the dark? That's exactly why you do go public. Because, bitch, you ain't finna play with me. You are not going to play with me.
We love
you got girls over here thinking that, I don't know what they're thinking, what the fuck you got going on. But you are over here doing shit while I'm at school, I'm at work, I'm doing my shit, and you're out here linking other bitches. You are embarrassed. I'd rather be embarrassed the first 2 weeks instead of the first 2 years. The problem is...
Did she cook right there? That's my first question on this.
If she was my daughter, you know, I would appreciate that approach, because, you know, she's kind of solving the problem of figuring out whether this guy is faithful or not.
Yeah. And just to specify the whole part about the 2 weeks or 2 months, if she makes him public, everybody will jump out the woodworks and she'll know if she's dealing with a fuckboy. Is the philosophy she's putting down right there. Agreed?
I just think it depends. Like, was it official? If you're not official with the man, then like, it's not cheating. It's not like, you know, I don't
can't have that expectation
type thing, you know?
How do we deem the official part?
The guy asks the girl.
Is that still happening? Like, oh, you want to be my girlfriend? That still goes on?
Yeah, it does.
Really? I thought it was just kind of like implied after a certain amount of time and like experiences together.
That happens too, but I think a lot of people still have that formal request or proposition.
Okay.
Well, I feel like, okay, I'm not gonna say what any other man does. If I don't ask, she could imply or whatever she wants to do. You know what I mean? But technically, I could do whatever I want, you know, and she could do whatever she wants, type thing, you know. But I cannot be blamed for whatever false assumptions or like you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, so
expectations must be clearly communicated.
Exactly.
Between both of y'all, or like Shorty just needs to let you know that she thinks that you're her man type shit?
Between both parties, and yeah, the shorty should let the guy know. Some shorties do assume after they let you hit a couple of times that you guys are just together.
This has happened to me before. I remember I was with this shawty like early 2000s, right? I'm in the crib. She's talking to her girlfriend on the phone. And like, I'm thinking, you know, we're just like fuck buddies. You know what I'm saying? She's like, I guess her girlfriend asked her, what are you doing? She's like, oh, I'm just here with my man. I'm there watching TV. I looked around because she's behind me, right? I'm like,
you're like, where is he?
She's talking about me. Like, I guess I am him. You know what I'm saying?
A few years ago, I was like, this is like maybe like 5-6 years ago, before my ex or whatever. I was with this shawty, we were like smashing or whatever, Then like my sister called me, and then like I'm on the phone and she's like, oh, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, I'm just here with my girl. And like as soon as I said my girl, I'm like, fuck. And then she looked at me like, oh my,
her eyes lit up.
So then as soon as I hugged, she's like, oh, so we're, I'm like, okay, I guess we're official now.
So you accidentally got into a relationship.
But I intentionally got out of that relationship very quickly.
How soon after that conversation?
Probably like a couple weeks. I'm like, yeah.
Let it breathe.
The timer was on.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to do more than that. So.
Okay, so let me get to the part 2 of her little breakdown, the public parts. Because obviously, like, especially DJ Natural Wave, the shawty, but none of them are quote unquote official. When have you, and this is for both of y'all, when have you guys gone public with a chick, and how did that work out?
I've gone public with like my ex. That was like 4 years ago, maybe, like just like a little bit before COVID type thing. Okay, actually, no, that was a while ago. So even the story I just told was even before that. Yo, time's moving so fast.
Yeah.
Okay, so I went public with her. Like I'd post her all the time.
And hold on, before you continue. At this point, this is 2020. You're saying, right?
Yeah. So like,
so you were already kind of like out there publicly too.
A little bit, but I didn't have all the motion I have now.
Yeah.
Like after I broke up with her, that's when I went crazy. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was just like a local DJ type thing, nothing like so. But I would post her all the time because I thought she was so pretty, you know, and she was a lawyer and stuff, you know. So like, to me, like she was like the epitome of like what I wanted in a woman.
Right.
But I would never ever post a woman ever again. So
wait, how did that work out?
Because like we're so cool now,
yeah,
you know, like so it's still blessed. However, like even after we broke up, people would still associate me with her. Like I'll try to talk to her, chat to like, aren't you with a girl? Yeah, blah blah blah. Man will try to chat to your girl just because it's your girl, you know, like. Yeah, so it's just, it comes with too much, you know? Like, and I'm not saying I wouldn't let it be known I'm in a relationship. Like I'll post that I'm with a shawty. Like I'll post that I'm with my girl, but you're just like, you're not seeing her face.
Yeah.
I'll post her toes.
And we speak on mics and stuff. So you'll be like, you would say, oh, my girl or my wife if that happens.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, I had a similar situation where I've only really been public with one girlfriend. And then ever since then, it's just like never again. Even if I were to post, you might see a hand or you might see like, you know, the back of her head, but you're not seeing the face.
And why never again?
I just think that attracts unwanted attention. Like I believe in evil eye and stuff too, right? And then it does build that like lifelong association where years later people are like, "Are you still with this girl?"
Wow.
And it's like, bro, that was like 8 years ago, but that's what they remember seeing.
Yeah.
And I also have a theory or an issue with dudes who you go on their profile, just all them and their girl, and then you go on the girl's profile, she barely posts him.
Facts.
Have you ever seen that?
Yeah,
and it's just like, bro, like I don't like how it looks, and I don't know how the guy doesn't see it either. Because like I feel like if anything,
He's blocked.
your girl should want to post you all the time.
Yeah,
you know, and like she should be like wanting you to post her, but like she should get it.
Are you allowing your shorty to post you? Both of you guys.
Depends what type of. Okay, if we're actually locked in and this is my future wife or the mother of my kids, and we're exclusive.
You guys have been exclusive for a year, and
is she a social media light or is she just like a regular girl?
Normie.
She's a regular girl.
Yeah, you can post. If she has a private profile, yeah, she can post me.
And keep in mind, you're a public figure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when she posts you, everybody will be like, oh, because your algorithm will start making that post go through your feed.
That's why I say private profile, because if that comes on your like, recommended for you, it's like, hold up.
I was talking about story, but no, main feed is crazy.
Main feed is story is whatever.
The main feed, oh no.
Main feed is crazy.
Main feed, that's there forever. You got a little carousel of you and your shorty.
Oh man.
I'm paging but yo, take that down right now. Are you mad?
Why?
Are you mad?
Because people are gonna evil eye our relationship. It's like what's dearest to us, we want to keep private.
Yeah.
And
I'm saying this as somebody who never posts anybody that I've been with, kind of thing. You know,
like I don't post any of my family members. I don't post my dukes. I don't post, you know what I mean? None of that.
Like. It's happened to me where somebody has posted me.
Yeah.
Didn't actually post me. Okay. And if she's hearing this, then like whatever, right? She posted a birthday cake with my name on it. Oh. So it was like, I'm responsible for making this cake for him type shit, right? And then just like this woman in this clip, women started popping out the woodworks, and that, you know what I'm saying, trying to claim me. People that I'm like, I don't even know who these accounts are. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So some of them I think were fake accounts. Some of them I think low key were her. You know what I'm saying?
I also think for anyone doing social media, unless your niche is couple based, it's better to appear single, whether you're a dude or a girl.
No, facts.
Why? I think a lot of people who get fans, sometimes the fans have these like pseudo crushes on them or online crushes.
Interesting.
And I think that will kind of be eliminated or lessened if it's revealed that you have an actual partner.
That's a very old school way of thinking for a man your age, because that's the way that we used to think back in like the hip hop days with the artists and stuff. Like you can't show your woman or whatever like that so you can attract more female fans.
It's true.
Yeah, but I feel like that's changed over the years where everybody's booed up and that's become the thing to show who your girl is.
Because I was going to say like the only, I guess, caveat to my rule would be like, if I started dating like a super known like celebrity type thing, like she just seen one of my videos type, she commented and we just started locking in. Yeah. Then I would, I would go public with that stuff.
As like a mutual benefit. Like, okay, we're both going to cloud up off this relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So then it's not necessarily for love.
This guy's collaborating on their date night posts.
No, like I'll do it for
accept the collab.
No, I'll do it for love, but like let's say like, okay, who would be a good example? Okay, like let's say Olivia Dean,
Okay.
Let's say we just ended up locking in type thing, like yeah, I'm going public with that easy.
What about like a double M? Like let's think more local.
I like that.
Like if you and Double M were dealing.
Nah, not a local.
Really? So it has to be an international level.
Yeah, because I don't want like too many mans. Yo, I fuck Natural's girl,
I'm just putting up Olivia Dean on the screen just so that people can get a visual, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she's a girl that sings Come Be the Man I Need.
Natural's posted with her every day.
I'm gonna be like Justin Trudeau and Katy Perry,
Yeah, get ready with me and everything.
Let us know if you recognize this rhythm and it's you and her.
Oh man, yeah, and that can get dicey, bro. Because I've watched people, and I want to get back to the rappers showing the relationship in a second, so we'll Pinterest that for a minute. But like, I've seen a lot of couple relationships, Instagrams, or like more Instagram than YouTube videos. But I kind of cringe, bro, because it's like when that's done, like all them collab videos and all that, I'm like, bro, all that shit is done. It must have been a bad breakup. You guys gotta clean your feeds and shit, bro.
I feel like it only works if the couple is married and has kids, and then their niche is like, come with us to get ready to take our trips to Disneyland.
Yeah.
You know, first my wife does this, my husband does. You know, like that's when it works. But I feel like when it's just a boyfriend girlfriend situation, it's just gonna be messy.
Yeah, because there's this YouTuber that I watch. His name is Ryan Tran. His shorty is a YouTuber, so I didn't even know that. But like he does these like crazy series where he's like, I'm starting off with a penny. I'm gonna travel across the world type,
Yeah.
So him and his shot, well, his wife, they did 50 states in 50 days on YouTube, and like it was actually like a good I've been watching it or whatever, and like just seeing him and his wife interact, it's actually like very wholesome. It's not really that cringy or whatever.
Yeah.
So like. That is good content, but also it's YouTube. So I feel like because it's a different medium, it kind of it hits different,
Yeah.
And before you go, Zara, I'm kind of like, while you guys are like, while Natural was talking, I was just doing a little bit of investigation behind the scenes because I had a specific person in mind, and I don't want to ball him out on camera, but I'm like checking his Instagram feed right now, and it's like 11 weeks since he posted like a collab with the shorty that he used to always collab with on Instagram.
Oh man.
Put a name on the bullet.
No.
Can you at least bleep it?
No. Here's what I'll do. This is what I'll do. Okay, I'm gonna change the settings here on our thing here, and you can see what I'm looking at.
This guy. Oh no! I hope they didn't break up.
Oh, I don't know, fam.
She was a baddie though.
She was.
She still is,
bro. And the people in the audience are like, "Who you like?
Why don't you just say his name? Do you talk to him?
No, we're cool. He has an interview on the channel. Okay, I'll let the cat out the bag. Big salute to the homie Bilal, bro. You know what I'm saying? And listen, Bilal, I hope. Don't DM me on some pissed off shit. Just if you want to clarify, cool. We're not trying to get in your business on some shade room shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, when I used to see collabs, I used to see him by himself at first because that's how I was introduced to him. And we did the interview with him years ago. And then he started posting with this shawty, right?
Nadia Stone.
Yeah. And at first it was just like, I thought just a little collabs, right? But then the collabs turned to like constant collabs. So I'm like, that's your gal.
Yeah.
I don't know what their situation is right now, but like, if you're only posting by yourself, this is what I'm talking about. It goes from every post you do is with your shawty to now it's like Dolly.
And also the algorithm will kind of figure that a lot of your followers probably came from those collabs. And if you're not posting with her, now I can't believe he became the food review guy, bro. This guy is like,
oh, he wasn't even doing that.
He wasn't doing that before. Now he's in LA doing these food reviews. And I'm only saying that no diss, but like, I think he's really funny.
Yeah, he's
like,
hilarious.
Like he should be on Office Movers, for example, like someone like that, I guess you got to switch the niche to see what's working, but like, go back to the screen. It just hurts me to see that for the brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, why are you down in that bone like that, bro? Like,
if it's working for him,
I guess. But like, I don't know, man. Whatever. I guess it is working. I don't know.
But it goes to my point of like, yo, like you went from posting with Shati all the time, from not posting with her to posting with her, and then you can kind of see what the relationship is from online.
But if you want to just like kind of look at Instagram as like, oh, this is my life in a snap, you know what I mean?
Being
like,
transparent.
You can kind of see, oh, this is my era of like me on the come up. This is my era when I found my shawty.
Yeah.
Or this is when we broke up. This is when I found my new niche. This is when I moved to,
So hold on.
Go on her profile.
If you go and you delete all of the stuff that you were with because you went public with your shawty, people are not going to see that, fam. They're only going to see like just your feed with you by yourself all the way through, fam.
Well, that depends. Like me, if I got with the shawty now and I made it public, I don't think I would delete it. So you're
not archiving those?
Nah, even if my new girl got cheese,
wow,
I've archived all my pictures with any shorty.
Yeah, because fam, if you get with a new thing, it's gonna be like, how much do you care about this girl that you got to keep her on your feed? It's just one click, fam.
Yo, go on her profile, see when the last time she posted it.
Oh shit, man.
Nah, because I don't like this. I'm rooting for Bilal.
And maybe I will archive it because one shorty I collabed with.
Bro.
Yeah, one shorty I collabed with. The video got like 1 million views almost. But she said something that cheesed me. So like we won't talk anymore, and I deleted the video.
Okay.
The whole video? That's a crash.
Okay, you know what?
Okay.
Thank you. Good calls are, right? Because this is one of the first posts. He's there in the top.
It's not even pinned. Is that just recent?
Yeah. No, October 2025.
19 weeks ago.
But she kept it up. That might have been like your kind of move there, Natural, where it's like you don't just delete it off the feed, fam.
Just look at the journey.
Look at the journey.
Well, what if she's just like taking a break from social media?
That could be it. Because if that's her second recent most post and it's them looking like Aladdin and Jasmine.
You know, because like they can still be together. And like because she's taking a break off social media, that's why they're not collabing. You know what I mean? Like
I'm laughing at two things. One, that what Zara's saying, and fuck, man, we ain't shit, man.
Yeah, we're getting a little into it. Pause. But
look at the rest.
La Solo Dolo sprinkled with a little Bilal in there.
No, he's the one that we see. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Yo, they're gonna be. That's 2025.
Oh, but yo, that's Valentine's Day.
2025.
Oh.
Valentine's Day just passed, Bridge, and we're in March.
So maybe they're trying to keep
no re-up.
Maybe, yeah, where's the follow-up? No, but maybe they're keeping their relationship low-key.
We're so getting DMs.
That's cool. I've been trying to interview both of them low-key.
Yo, you guys are F, bro. My girl died, bro. Been trying to keep it on the low. I think she hasn't been posted, man.
She's right there, bro. She just posted a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
Okay, but maybe this can lead to a follow-up question. Once you start posting your shorty, are you expected to continually post her, or is it like one and done is sufficient to kind of establish your relationship and then just go about your solo content?
I say holidays and like things like birthdays and stuff like that.
Yo, pull up Snoopy's page right now.
Yes.
Pull up Snoopy's page
We're
right now.
so local right now.
How did I
DJ
forget
Snoopy?
We're talking about posting things, yo. Snoopy, shout out
He's
to
the best.
Shout out
He's
to
the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
Yo, you've been going crazy though, brother. You've been going crazy though.
Oh,
If I need to do this to maintain a wifey, I don't want a wifey though. Pull up Snoopy's page right now.
Wait, bro. What do you mean? He just likes to spoil his gal?
No. The birthday thing, fam. I seen that, brother. that was crazy.
Me, if I post my girl, you're gonna see her in like very low budget scenarios. You know what I mean? Like we're at the crib chilling. You know what I mean?
Or no,
Okay.
this is after the birthday thing. Okay.
Bomb, stars in the ceiling, crazy. Bomb.
Watch this.
We started as a hey. Now you're my good morning,
Mud.
my drive safe, my text me when you're home.
Oh, wrong.
Happy birthday, babe.
Chanel, mud. Go to the next post.
The one right after
Nah, I'm
this?
cheese, bro. Madam gotta pay the cameraman.
But hold on. What, before I go to the next slide, that's her birthday, fam. So he went all out.
Bro, it's not just her, like every time I'm seeing this man post, I'm like, yo, I gotta get my fun, you know. I gotta get my money, you
He's
know.
making you feel broke.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, I thought I was doing my thing out here. I'm like, hey, $300 dates. I'm like, oh shit, this nigga.
Nope.
Chanel on the belly?
You talking about this slide right here?
Every slide. What's that, Dior? God damn.
I'm gonna have to black that.
Oh,
I remember my first light
there's the
skin.
next post. Yo, she's in a bed full of gifts. I'm like,
Your first light skin girlfriend will have you doing them type of things.
I'm like, this is the standard Mandem should be at still.
That's
This
the
is
title.
This is the
My
standard.
first light skin.
But like, how do you think the baby moms are feeling watching this?
I know. They're like, yo, I never got all of that. But actually, you know what? Low key, some of them did, fam. Snoopy, he's the guy, fam. He is the most social media relationship
No, but
friendly
that's the
guy,
thing,
bro.
Okay, if you're giving a shawty a certain treatment, you know, like, hey, let's say she becomes your BM, you get a new girl, and you're giving her that treatment. And you just, you know, you're doing what you're supposed to do as a father, of course, you know.
This guy's filming the birthday. And
No.
shit.
Snoop is a good father still, so I'm not going to say that. But like, what treatment do you give your BM versus your new girl?
They're all freaking at home watching the Instagram, fuming,
No,
bro.
but that's valid. Like, where do they fall on the priority list?
You know what I mean?
They're
Because
like, he never loved me like that.
in a way, don't you feel like your BM might deserve more? Like if you have a solid BM who's holding it down and you guys are on good terms, would you say that she deserves more than your new girlfriend?
She's an ex for a reason, brother.
But she has your kid.
But she's an ex.
But okay, yeah, but you do what you do as a father, and you do what you can for her to be there to co-parent. But if your new girl is your future, you know what I mean? And this is where, eventually you might want to have a future family with her and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, isn't that where you're going to put your investment rather than like your old business,
Yeah, I feel like because as men, we're so like sacrificial to our families. It's like your priority as a father almost like it's precedent before like you as a boyfriend. You know what I'm saying?
Really,
like,
yeah?
I think so. I think that being a father is like you should be your number one priority, and then like being a boyfriend or husband to another woman is like
but if you're
secondary.
not together, how are you supposed to dedicate all of that time to that woman when it's like, yo, we broke up because we can't get along? Like, yes, we have a child together, but we can't get along. But I get along with this girl.
Yeah. And I guess everyone wants love and is deserving of love. So I'm not going to say like, oh, like, because you're a father, you can't have a girlfriend eventually. You know?
And what about her, man? Doesn't she got a man too now at this point? Like, we're not together.
That could be true.
Yeah, and this nigga's laying up around my kid and shit, smacked my kid one day.
I just feel like, okay, me personally, and this is someone who, I'm not a father.
Yeah.
But like, I would feel guilty if like I spent like a band or something on my new shorty when like I could have spent that on my BM or my kids. You know what I'm saying?
But at a certain point, it's like, okay, every time you buy your new shotty something, you have to buy something for the family.
I think the family should take priority.
Hold on, let me encourage this.
You don't think so? This is beautiful though. Like love is beautiful.
Watch. Right?
I lie. Like I just got my new 20-year-old, and so you're telling me about
matching the Gucci shoes on that path, bro. I don't know about his other BMs, fam, but I've watched other videos, and I don't think they got this treatment, fam. I'm not trying to stir up no shit, but he's loving this one.
I've known Snoopy for years, and like anytime he's with the shotty, like he goes above and beyond. So I feel like if I'm not with you anymore, you can't expect boyfriend perks if I'm not your boyfriend,
That's valid. Yes, and he does go above and beyond because I've been watching Snoopy's Instagram, and I know Snoopy too, but I've been watching his Instagram for years, and I remember a past shotty who got like all the bells and whistles for one of her birthdays. It wasn't like this, bro.
But you know what it is? He's at a further point in his life, so it's like,
oh yeah,
and the game like upgrades.
Yeah,
and with his youths, like the same way how he's showing off his shotty and stuff, like, yo, the man actually takes care of his youth.
Facts.
He makes sure his youths have like wonderful childhood, good experiences and stuff. Yeah. So I feel like he does what he needs to do as a father. So he given himself that leniency.
Okay.
I could have fun with my new girl. Like, okay. Like,
you know what? As long as he's covering his bases with his kids, then I feel like whatever you do after is up to you. It's just like there are a lot of dudes who like, they're ain't shit fathers, and then they're spoiling their girl when like their BMs and their kids are suffering. You know those ones? And that's what I have a problem with. But if everyone's happy, everyone's taken care of, then more power to you.
No, fam, it's crazy because, and we'll get to our podcast, man. You mentioned the leveling up and stuff like that. When you're leveling up, the girl before you, like, she thought she got everything, fam. And then she was like, oh, damn, you started making an extra $10K a month. And then started seeing what this next girl gets now that you've leveled up a little bit. I'm sure he's probably even getting DMs like, I missed out on that part. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like it adds to his brand because it showcases to other people, like, and other women in his fan base, like, look at the type of treatment you could get if you're with me?
Of course.
Yeah,
so there is a little strategy there.
There's some PR going on over there, man. Snoopy, you ain't low, brother.
And it's funny because, like, literally, like, right after I broke up with my ex, that's when I started to go crazy, like, with the followers and stuff. So she was salty, she was like low-key salty. Like, we're in a better place now.
Yeah.
But like even her family and stuff too, because like when I was but she was also kind of crazy. So like I wasn't really able to fully flourish.
Yeah.
Because even if like shorties will follow me and stuff, like she'd be paging me and stuff. So like even having a girl as like a content creator, she has to be the right woman, you know?
Especially when you're doing all those collabs, dancing with MBL, you know what I'm saying? Let's get to the podcast. We'll take the other TTC topic for another day. I didn't realize that we were gonna wrestle this topic to the ground, bro.
We got deep into some local trenches with the lore.
Snoopy, everybody got put up into the story.
Nadia Stone, Bilal Dawson. Like, bro.
This is a real Toronto podcast, bro. Speaking of, RIP to the legend.
Long time, still trying to get money now like Big Worm. There's principalities involved. There's so much of my story unsolved.
You just put me onto some bangers, so.
Yo, listen, bro. Don't make me page your pops right now, fam. He didn't play these tunes for you, bro. These are classic Toronto tunes. Kipling to Kennedy, before we get into the bubble backs and all that. Kipling to Kennedy, the RIP Bishop Brigante, the gambling man. When that track dropped, bro, super regional. Like, man could just see the subway line, man. You know what I'm saying? And RIP King Rain, another gentleman who passed like in his 30s, to be honest. Like, maybe about 10 plus years ago.
What did he pass from?
Some medical condition.
Okay.
Right? But like, bro, amazing lyricist.
Yeah, no, that was dope. That was dope.
And same with Black Eye, man. Black Eye, crazy tune. Where I'm from, like that music video was on Much Music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's where we used to pre that music video. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we've had a lot of like amazing artists that have passed away in this city, man. The RIP also, the DJs like Son of Soul, you know what I mean? All of the people who've passed away in the city, not out of the drill scene type shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, RIP to them too. But let's get into our shit, man. We are Box, the world's most smoked out podcast. We love hip hop. I'm your host of the most, Toast Rider Ricky Dread, aka Old School Rick, aka New School Rick, aka 100 Blunts to the Head, aka Podcast Poppy, aka Fix Your Face. All right, we back at it. Episode 667. We Love Hip Hop Studios. We got back in the building. The Turkish Thrill. You might see him DJing over at the Scrippy or over at an event or at a prom and shit.
Just a prom.
Just a prom. We have content creator extraordinaire and DJ extraordinaire. DJs are in the motherfucking building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. DJs are, a.k.a. Burrow Sound, a.k.a. Young Shawarma, a.k.a. Cheeseburger, a.k.a. Zarly Kirk, a.k.a. Big Turk, a.k.a. Coffee Poppy, a.k.a. The Ruiner, a.k.a. George. Back at it like a crack addict.
Rare personalities.
Yeah, I got to keep up with all the AKAs.
This guy has surpassed me in AKAs. But yeah, man, welcome back, sir. Welcome back.
AKA
welcome back.
Final Boss.
Final Boss, right? Also, we got also back in the building, DJ extraordinaire. You might see him on your social media screens turning up the numbers. You might see him at his own events, getting people through the doors and getting people drunk. Not on some Weinstein shit, though. You might see him over here at the We Love Hip Hop podcast, pissing people off. We got DJ and content creator extraordinaire, DJ Natural Wave in the motherfucking building. Let's go, man.
Yes, sir. And one funny thing that I've seen that I kind of want to clear up, a lot of people thought that your crash out was a skit. That was not orchestrated. If you could tell by my facial expressions, you know, I was completely caught off guard.
Oof. Look at you, Alexi, bro. Why? Because you're a goof. That was the best part.
And some people thought that you were getting at Jake. That was not at one take, Jake.
No,
at all.
No. That's not why I'm controlling the switcher today.
So, you know, just clear.
You kind of became a local meme. Low key.
No, facts, man. Look a bit slow.
This guy had the deer in the headlights. Look crazy.
Why were you so, I don't want to say dumbstruck, but like, why did you have that facial expression?
Because it just came so left field. Like, it was just so out of nowhere. Like, it was literally the last thing that I was expecting to happen. Like, so I'm there about to barks my spliff, have a good pod or whatever, You know, and then like, I just see some man just gesturing like, so like my first thought is like, there's no way a man is asking for a cigarette. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was my thought. And then Friday just vocalized what I was thinking, you know? So it was just playing out in real time.
Very loudly.
It was just playing out in real time. And I was just like watching it, you know? And then like, And then once everything settled in, it just like I was trying not to laugh, you know, but yeah.
Yeah, like if it was Jake, he wouldn't be controlling the switcher still.
Exactly.
Because he made some switches when like I was there yelling at the guy. I'm there
Will he
like
be yelling at him?
No, exactly.
Imagine that'd be crazy. But listen, speaking of, salute to One Take Jake.
Yep.
Okay, he's out there in the world. He's recovering from a crazy night of work last.
Did you see him yesterday?
Yeah, I was there.
Okay.
So salute to One Take Jake and salute to Dusty Wallace. All right, you will see both of them very soon. You're not going to see Jake, but he'll be behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Before we get into what we got to get into, I want to give a quick salute to the sponsors, and then we can get to our stories. Starting with Exotic Hot Pot, from high grain strains to authentic grabba and all the rolling essentials. Exotic Hot Pot is about elevating your smoking session in true 5-star fashion. All right, make sure to hit them up if you want delivery in the GTA. That's Exotic Hot Pot. Or you could also find them, I think their website is exotichotpot.ca. Let them know that the We Love Hip Hop boys sent you, and they'll give you a discount. Also, I want to give a big salute to Road Ready Detailing. That's over at 750 Oakdale Road, Unit 66. Okay, you can get your cars detailed. You can get your cars ceramics, wraps. You can get your cars tinted. Anything you need. All right, and you can get like stickers. They're doing a special right now for stickers on motorcycle helmets and stuff.
Oh, that's sick.
All right, so yeah, if you want to get your custom-made motorcycle helmets with the crazy designs, hit them up on their Instagram page. That's Toronto Road Ready Detailing. Or you could just go over there. That's 750 Oakdale Road, Unit 66. And let the boy Dusty Wallace know that we sent you over there. You know what I'm saying? Last but not least, if you want some of that splem for your spliffs, right, hit up Grabba, okay? Grabba has some of the hottest grabba in the GTA, okay? And they got the grabba in the shakers as well as the grabba leaf. Hit them up on their Instagram page. That's grabba.ca, and also let them know that the We Love Hip Hop boys sent you. Right? We do a mental timestamp right there. Can't be shouting out old sponsors and stuff.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? But gentlemen, how y'all weekends been? All right, it's Oscar weekend, so that's why we see Natural come through with the square front shoes.
But tight pants and a square front shoes.
You know what I'm saying? But what y'all got planned, or what was the plans for the week, and what's the weekend been like?
Yo, I actually visited Road Ready Detailing yesterday.
Ready for the road.
Got my car detailed, and then on my way home, my tire popped.
Oh, shit.
So I had to, pull over, get out the spare. Thankfully, that's one of the few things I know how to do is change a tire.
Yeah.
And I have to go get a tire. So
I ended
up spending so much money, and it was supposed to be so I could drive my family to a wedding. And they're like, don't worry, we found a ride. Because I was like, I had to get my car detailed so that, the family could reach inside the whip.
Yeah.
But shout out Dusty.
No, salute.
And yeah, besides that, bro, I'm not going to lie. I've been making a lot of beats, a lot of rhythms, trying to get DJ Natural Wave to A&R some of my, I guess, more trap dance hall beats. I've been enjoying making them beats and trying to, get as many people on the rhythms. I love that like rhythm culture, I feel like is lit, and I feel like no other genres do it like that.
No, exactly.
Yeah. We might have to really get on a We Love Hip Hop collaboration mixtape or some type of thing. And I'm not just talking about us rapping. That can happen too. But I'm like getting some of these artists together. Somebody sent me a suggestion yesterday, and they're like, yo, why haven't you guys put out like a project yet?
We kind of had the idea. I remember you brought it up when we had B3 Studio, the old room.
And that wasn't the first time I thought about that. That was like the second time, third time, bro. I just never did it, bro.
Well, there's two ways you could do it. Either, let's say we just fully self-produce it, or we have the beats and then people could pay to get on it, but that might lower the quality. So I think maybe if we had like volumes and like you could just make it a series, and then people will eventually start sending you beats. Like, yo, can you put this on the mixtape?
I'm thinking more of just like some of the alumni that we've had over the years, like just rounding up some of those people, getting some verses from them or songs from them, and maybe putting together something.
I know that'd be dope.
Yeah, we should do that.
And then we could maybe sprinkle in, let me get that second verse.
Throw ourselves in there.
Yeah. On some Diddy shit, no Diddy. You know what I'm saying? All up in the music videos and shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it.
And I did get a couple of people hit me about the 16, so I think that was a good, fun move.
Well done, sir.
Respect. I can't lie. It doesn't have that many views, but that's at least half of me is just rewatching that. You know when you're on a rap track and you just keep replaying it. Like I'm driving to the IG reel looping. Like,
no, salute to Frankie, one of our supporters. He was posting in the stories that he was playing the freestyle. I'm like, is that a radio tune now? Is that on the playlist?
Yeah, it might have to be.
Yeah. Dope. What about you, DJ Natural?
Friday I went to Libertine. That was a good vibe. I wanted to kind of like test out the new virality a little bit. So I went dolo, by myself.
Hold on, old head, Libertine. What's that?
It's like a club downtown. It's like Dundas and maybe Ossington.
Okay.
Around that area. And I'm like, it was a good vibe in there. Shout out Trizzy, my boy was DJing or whatever, right? So then I was just there, dolo by myself. I went, got a drink or whatever. Cause like when like bar etiquette, like even if you're by yourself, you can't just be standing there, so you go, you get a drink, so you have something in your hand.
Yeah.
And then the shawty comes up to me. And then as soon as she walked up, I'm like, hey, bless. So she recognized me from TikTok. I'm like, man. So I'm just dancing with her or whatever. Then one of the DJs is like, oh shit, aren't you famous or whatever? Then I'm like, hey, I'm like, nah, I'm not famous or whatever.
Spice.
But he's like, oh, famous on social media. I'm like, hey, yeah. So then the man was shouting me out or whatever. And then that kind of like added aura.
Yeah.
So then like the night was just lit after that. So, and then Saturday, I went to Tropical. That's where One Take Jake was shooting. I know that was a good vibe as well. I ended up doing like an impromptu set.
I saw that. I was like, yo, because you're like, I might go to Tropical. And next thing you know, I see this guy actually DJing and like everyone's behind.
Yeah, and just to give some clarity for what Tropical is, and salute to Tropical, can go onto their Instagram page. They do like boiler room style.
Exactly.
Like DJ sets and stuff like that.
Yeah. So I just went to go support DJ Megs because she was on the lineup. I wasn't even on the lineup or anything. But fortunately, I brought my USB. Because then I was like, yo, like, could you DJ, blah, blah, blah. Like the vibe's lit. Like, it would be dope if we could just like end the night. So it just kind of like perplexed me, like how far, I guess, DJ technology has come. Because I literally just pulled up with like, I just had my USB on my keys so that I always have like music with me just in case.
Yeah.
So just the fact I was able to just like plug in my USB and then just do like a mod set. And then they're able, like, they recorded it, so like I'm able to post it on SoundCloud and everything after. Like, it's just crazy,
Yeah. I'm just pulling up some of the stuff just so the audience could get a visual of what we're talking about. This is the last one that you did, like back in December.
Yeah. Mad.
All right.
Damn.
I'm probably getting a big old copyright for that right there. But yeah, man, that's dope, man. That's dope. And salute to One Take Jake, because I've been there for one of those events as well. And just mad cameras in the place and shit like that. It's a vibe.
And it's building crazy. Like that one, I would say the place is probably like 80% full. But this last one, they're like over capacity, bro.
Really?
Yeah, it was my dad's growing.
Okay. No, salute to Poppy who puts that on right there, man. Other than that, like I've had nothing, bro. I've just been working on content, bro. My life is content.
Are you gonna watch the Oscars and do you care about that stuff?
I don't care about the Oscars, bro. I'll watch the recaps. You know what I'm saying? I'll watch like red carpet. If something happens, I'm there for that.
Did you watch Sinners?
I haven't watched enough movies neither to even like have a judgment on shit.
Really? Okay, you have to watch Sinners.
The only thing I know is the whole Timmy Chalamet drama that's going on.
Yeah.
He pissed off the ballet people.
Yeah.
And now he might not be the front runner for the Oscars.
Yeah.
And Michael B. Jordan, he won the freaking award just the other day. What was that? The Golden Globe Award, right? And that means if you win a Golden Globe, that you're kind of like in Oscar runnings. Like this, I know all the drama.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm here for that.
And Sinners is nominated in every single category except for leading female.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Like, shout out Ryan Coogler to be a director and get all of your cast basically nominated for something. Even the people behind the scenes are nominated, whether it be like for the cinematography or like the score. Yeah. So like as a Black director, I want to big him up,
I got to check it out.
Who's hosting?
Shit, I don't even know. That's a good
Conan
question.
O'Brien.
Conan O'Brien.
Really?
Eh?
I like Conan.
No, he's good. He's good.
No, Conan's cool people, man.
I just feel like those award ceremonies, they always include some type of symbolism or propaganda or
Facts.
predictive messaging. So I'm more curious about that than the like performative awards aspect.
Yeah, I just can't sit through like a 3-hour award show. I don't even sit through the music ones like that, bro. I'll just tap into the performances. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But salute to both of y'all. We got a bunch of topics that I got over on the screen here. Some topics that are like even specific to certain of you guys right here, right? Because we got that Akaash topic. Just to let you know, there's an Akaash topic in here somewhere. It has nothing to do with hip hop, but I just know mans can get triggered by certain things, bro. Let's start with this Drake and Casper TNG story I have here.
I want to give a quick minute to give a shout out to Exotic Hot Pots, Canada's loudest brand. From high-grade strains to authentic grabber and all the rolling essentials, Exotic Hot Pots is about elevating your smoking session in true 5-star fashion. If you want delivery, make sure to hit them up on their Instagram page, Exotic Hot Pot, and let them know that the We Love Hip Hop crew sent you. Big salute to the sponsors. Cheer!
Okay. Drake apparently was having a private party, and he was requesting tunes. He actually spoke to the DJ and told the DJ.
Was he requesting tunes or a tune?
A tune. So I found this out via What's the Dirt. It was on my live stream. I'll pull it up on the screen over here.
Yeah, you did break the story.
I did break the story. I did. We ain't gonna talk about that though.
When do you think the album's dropping? Like, even do you think the album's dropping in April? I was talking to someone a few days back who like just did a party, like a private party for Drake. And he gave him the date. He didn't tell me what the date was. He said, I got the date, but I can't. He's like, I can't tell you. They're being
Double X Files.
With it, but what do you think?
I think I'm gonna holler at that person who did the private party too. And I did. No, they don't know. Don't worry. In the chat, they don't know. But I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Damn. I would say June.
You know what's funny? He told me he was like, Drake have one request, bro.
One request.
What was it? The fucking market, bro. That record's hot in Toronto right now, eh?
Wow. Y'all hear that, chat? Okay, hold on. Let me just let it breathe for a second. Chat. Drake, private party. He had one request. The only one request he had was Casper TNG 100 band plan, The Market. All right? Clip it, stamp it. It's a fact. There we go. So, what are y'all thoughts? Drake, he's tapped in, bro. Maybe just privately, though. That's public now, though.
Okay, when you say just privately, are you saying that because he's not publicly posting him listening to the track, it's kind of like
he never
secret that he likes it or something?
Kind of. It's like we had to break the story for people to know this, right? And that's cool, and it's still great that he's requesting the tune, but like he's shown, and I'm not trying to start no shit. When he's showing love to people's shit, he'll usually like repost them in the stories or whatever. I think he might have said something about Market at one point in the stories, no?
I thought I saw a screenshot of a conversation, maybe with Casper, regarding Drake acknowledging the market.
Yeah, like in the DMs type shit.
Yeah, but your follow-up question of why isn't he publicly posting it is valid. That's a good question. But it's good that he even is requesting the song.
Yeah, like you really want it to hear the shit in real life. You know what I'm saying? It's not even about the being on camera. So that's a good look. But my brain always kind of just thinks like maybe it's like political. It's kind of hard to show love to people publicly in this city, bro. And then now you're connected to them, or people assume you're connected to them, and then it gets messy, bro. So maybe that's the reason.
I could see it being political. I mean, he does have Pressa and them and Casper, like
they're locked in.
They're locked in now.
Yeah.
What about top 5?
They're not as locked in anymore. Or top 5 not locked in with Casper and them. Not at all.
Yeah, they had a exchange of change.
Yeah.
And look what happened the last time Drake posted top 5 ops.
Ooh, good point.
The man had Not Like Us running for 3 days straight.
He went on a freaking media campaign on academics, Neon Stream. Maybe that might be the reason. I don't know. Or maybe we're overthinking it. I'm overthinking it.
Possibly. Like it's doing fine without, like it's doing incredible without Drake posting.
Yeah, you know what? I feel like internally Drake probably thinks I'd rather you earn it without me giving you the handout in a way. Like Drake probably wants that for him. It's like, let me not like take away from your moment in a way by like people would just credit me with the reason why it's booming.
Sounds good.
Like sometimes I feel like he'll want to put someone on and other times he'll be like, no, I see you like putting yourself on, like I'll acknowledge it, but you don't need me to give you that handout.
Yeah, and listen, I don't think so either. I just feel like that sounds better for somebody who's like a new artist rather than somebody who's been putting in work for like the last 10 years plus.
But he's been tapped in. Like he's been following Casper since he came out of the bin.
Okay. All right. I didn't realize that. All right. And listen, I'm not trying to nitpick nothing. I'm just wondering why it was like a private thing and not a public thing.
No, that's valid. That's valid. Maybe we shouldn't even have that expectation for Drake to do anything out of obligation. Like your argument is kind of like, bro, like if you like the track, like why not just post it on your story? You know, you have all this influence.
Well, there was that one time when he was posted up with like the XO camp and stuff. We're not posted up with them, but like he was posted at the weekend concerts. He had backstage passes. We were speculating over here on the podcast, like, is he going to possibly get signed to XO?
With Casper?
Yes.
Okay, so that could be another.
Yeah, he was in Brazil with them. I think he was an opener.
Dialed in.
Maybe he doesn't watch another Baby Keem situation where it's like, I'm gonna propel this artist who's gonna end up, I guess, benefiting my ups.
And I'm gonna have to circle back and fuck his girl.
Who made millions?
That is funny though.
Hey, listen, bro. I don't know, man. I'm just putting different things out there in the atmosphere to think about. There was that XO connection, and you know the boy ain't cool with them mans. You know what I'm saying? So it might have to be like, yo, I fuck with the tune because I generally fuck with the tune, but I can't publicly be out there like, yo, he's next up. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go over and then take that power I gave you and give it to my ops.
But that would suggest that his signing is somehow connected to XO.
I don't think so. I think it helped, like that he was in the right rooms and he started meeting some different people probably, but I think it's all off his own merit, straight up.
Yeah, so maybe, I don't know why Drake would include that in his bias.
I'm just speculating, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe this is why they don't like me like that, bro.
You're speculating a little too much.
Why you be asking all these questions, bro? Okay.
Yeah, because is there any positive that we want to take from this? Because like so far we just been speculating on.
No, I think the positive thing to take from this is that it's a good enough song where Drake wants to hear it on his off time.
Yes.
I feel like Drake probably really relates to the lyrics. Like I'm effing up the market, not too many bitches I did not hit. Like, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like Drake really feel like that.
Yeah. No, yeah. Listen, thank you, because I'm there nitpicky Ricky. You know,
how come Drake didn't post it? Why is it a secret?
We were just talking about that earlier, no? Like, post me, fam.
Drake already hates What's the Dirt, and he definitely hates him even more now.
Why? Because he revealed some secret information?
Chat too much, bro.
Chat too much, bro. Yo, salute to Matt from What's the Dirt, man.
But what about that first question that What's the Dirt asked? Do you guys, because you guys were saying that, oh, it's gonna come in March, it's gonna come in April. Do you guys still think that?
Well,
April.
So you know that for sure, because you said you spoke to the guy behind the scenes.
No, but he didn't tell me what date it's gonna be. Right? He wouldn't. Right? I had to listen, and I'm not gonna. He's probably watching right now, like, don't say that, right, please. Right? But I had to kind of wrestle the information that, like, you were the guy. I know it was you. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't give me the date. But I think the date is 4/16.
April 16th.
It's going to be the 17th, but like technically the 16th is the Thursday or whatever.
At midnight.
At midnight.
I like that. 416. I like that.
Hence
I like
all
that
the phone booths and shit outside of his crib and all that.
Oh, Bell Canada.
The Bell Canada post.
416.
Okay,
No, you got to think about that, bro.
I'll be talking to What's the Dirt, bro. I watch his videos, fam. He breaks it down.
Numerology.
Yeah.
Bro.
Okay, so what is this, like the 5th attempt at a rollout?
Well, I think at that point, he's going to have enough time to roll out again. So yes,
416, bro.
Or 4th attempt.
Isn't that like next month?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, it's 416.
You only need a good 2 weeks, maybe 3 tops to start really rolling out some shit.
No, that is true. That is true.
I don't think Kendrick's ever done a numerology rollout like this.
Talk about it.
416, bro. Think about it, bro. He's from Toronto.
Kendrick did the Black
416.
Panther soundtrack. Nigga. He doesn't have to do no numerology.
Bro, the Illuminati gave him that, bro. Drake is doing his own Illuminati with the numerology. It's like only the Toronto mans will get it. 416.
Yo, you guys forget Kendrick in this.
Yo, I could tell Manum don't have a 416 number. That's why you don't appreciate it.
One of them 647.
Y'all got the 437s. You guys don't have the 416.
I literally have a 416 number.
All right, you're a guy.
Okay.
How about you?
I'm a 416er.
Okay.
I'm a
We got some
sixer
OGs.
guy. I'm a sixer.
I have 2 phones though, so one of them is 437. So.
Watch this guy.
Okay. I can't trust you fully.
And if, God forbid you're one of those 438 niggas. Oh,
there's 438 now.
Isn't there a next one? There's another one outside.
437.
There's 437. Is that what?
There's
it
like
is?
a 511 as well. Not 511, but like 518 or something.
519?
Man,
Yeah,
those
maybe.
are the real waste man, bro. Like if you don't even have a 647, fam, you're a super waste man.
Yo, comment down below if you still have a 416 number. I could trust you.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
anyone
yeah,
with
yeah.
even a 647, I'm looking at you different. 437, no.
The 647 is like the green bubble.
Yeah, it's like, bro. But I know people like even back in the day when 647 was new, they got that. And when 647 was new, it was like a flex, you know? But 416 is still like, it just sounds better.
This is the most regional podcast in history, bro.
Shout out Drake, 416. I feel seen.
Yeah.
So if it doesn't drop on that day, then like what?
I'm changing my phone number.
I'm gonna get a 647 number.
I'm selling my 416 number if it doesn't come out on April 16th.
Because there's been mere promises, and I'm hoping that this one would be the one, you know, but I'm not putting my marbles in this basket.
You're not holding your breath.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, I hear
That's
you,
a better
bro.
way to put it. Thank you.
Putting my marbles in this basket is crazy.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I knew what you meant, but I'm like, is that a thing people say? I'm not gonna put my marbles in this basket.
How about my
guys.
sophisticated shit today? You know what I mean?
It's a square front shoe.
I'd rather not put my marbles in that basket, personally.
This guy's like the black trapper Ross.
Black Lore Ross.
Black Lord Ross. Holy shit. Okay, but
That's a hard name. low-key.
Shopping at Ross and shit.
No, you might need to make an IG out of that one right there, man. But listen, salute to Drake, salute to Casper TNG. All right. Salute to Casper TNG. You got the boy requesting your tunes behind the scenes, bro. So that like he's like, so he could just for his own like listening pleasure, bro. Like, you're the guy, bro.
And
You know what
March
I'm saying?
21st, him and 100 Band Plan are performing in the city.
Yes.
Oh, for real, eh?
Yeah.
We have to go to that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go and get us media passes.
Man.
I'm gonna message him again.
Yeah, no.
Again.
No, we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. No, we'll make it happen.
He was like, yo, you made me lose the verses, fam.
Yeah, maybe he's cheesed about that.
No, we'll make it happen. Salute to all parties involved. Let me ask you guys about rappers going to PC. And it's good that I have a panel. I don't want to call you guys Miskins, but like mans that are not like road mans. Like,
Yeah, no, I would consider myself a miskin.
you're okay with that term?
Yeah.
Okay. Miskin
what
it
it
is.
is.
Especially today, you know?
Yeah. So, 3 Miskins at one table, right? Salute to Dusty Wallace. He ain't here to represent the thug faction.
To unmiskeen the table.
You know what I mean? But is it okay as a rapper to go to PC? And who sparked this conversation is Boosie Badass, all right? He made a list that he posted on his X on his Instagram. I don't know which one, right? And I'll pull up the list right here. Basically, he put up a list of all of the rappers who never went to PC, right? He put himself first. Tory Lanez, BG, Sue Surf. I'm not going to go through all the names. Diddy, Casanova, Lil Kim, C Murder.
He's wild, and
He has Bill Cosby,
Bill
Cosby.
and Suge Knight.
R. Kelly.
Gucci, Finesse.
He actually put Bill Cosby twice, and he put Martha Stewart.
That's hilarious.
Martha Stewart never did no PC neither. Right? And this sparked a whole bunch of freaking back and forth. I think Rallo jumped out the woodworks and was like, I never did no PC. And in my mind, because you're a high profile rapper, especially, is it really that bad to go to PC? Or like, I don't know, solitary or something like that? Because fam, there's one thing to be like, oh, I'm gonna stand 10 toes down. R.I.P. to Prodigy, another person who didn't go on PC. Right? Big salute to Friday Ricky Dread, not a PC rapper neither. But now that I'm older, I'm thinking to myself, is it that bad, fam? Like, you're famous.
I think street niggas are just so ignorant and like they uphold like these impossible codes that they don't even really like stand on.
Yeah.
So they'll be like, oh, Young Thug didn't go to PC. But he also had a whole wing to himself. There was nobody else in that. Like they gave him his when Drake went to visit him, like Drake's, you know what I mean? Like it was well safe over there. So
yes.
I feel like you can't compare those mans to like the average civilian that, you know what I mean?
No, but then there's guys like I said, Prodigy, I think even like Lil Wayne,
Tory Lanez,
like they're like in general pop. They're
but
on
look
the mess
what
line.
like obviously it's unfortunate, but look what happened to Tory Lanez, you know?
Yes.
Fortunately, he was able to make it through, but through the grace of God.
Mm-hmm.
But that could have went another way. And then now, like, we're all awaiting his return. There could have quite possibly not have been a return, you know?
Yes. And listen, I'm not trying to okay PC. I know that's where the rats and the diddlers and all that are, and you don't want to be in the same place as those guys. Cool. If you're the street nigga who's still on the street making your money off of the streets, now that you're a tax-paying rapper, or even if you're a street rapper, you're a tax-paying citizen at this point. Like, fam, you need to have your protection so that you can protect your interest, your investment, which is you.
But if you already have protection from the man, then do you need that?
If you have protection from the man, then. And that you're going to have to automatically buy that because you're a rapper.
Yeah, I just think, you know, speaking on the codes you were referring to, I think the expectations for certain types of rappers is upholding this level of behavior.
Yeah.
And one of them is not going PC, not because you can't legally, but because you not going to PC means more. It adds to your narrative. It adds to your brand. It showcases that, you know, you're strong. You're able to like defend yourself. And like you were saying, PC diddlers and all these other people. So like, I can understand why street lore would indicate that going PC could hurt someone's perception, but it does make sense in a lot of ways. But I think a lot of the times, like the street code adds to like the mythology of the culture, and people want to fulfill that.
So what's Tory Lanez's excuse? I know, and listen, I'm not trying to smalls, man, but like, bro, people consider you an R&B singer.
Yeah.
If you went to PC, they wouldn't stop listening to your records when you come home.
I think it showcases strength. It showcases your ability to relate to the everyday person. Like he could have went PC.
And Tory Lanez, I think it's a little different because the perception would have been he shot a gal and then he went to go hide in PC. Like it's just kind of, you know, it's kind of like a crazy storyline.
And it shows like a fearlessness, I think.
Yes, and I hear that too. And listen, I can't speak for PC, like, because I've never been there. But I know that there's people who are gone to PC who are murderers and shit like that too. So it doesn't mean that you're just escaping all criminal activity. Like it's only going to be diddlers and guys like that in there.
When I first went to the bin, I was talking to like some guy. This is like before I got assigned or whatever. And then he was telling me about PC or whatever. It's like, oh, protective custody, like that.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, like that sounds blessed. Like, like yeah, like let me do
no one's gonna bother me.
No, literally, that's what I'm thinking.
That's where I want to be.
But it's like, oh, no, you don't want to be there. Appear molesta and all these next. Can I say that?
Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Appear like all the people that you don't want to be around. They're all over there. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, that's not where I want to be.
And I think, and this is from like an external non-street perspective, right? But I think if you go to PC, it's almost like a cop-out as opposed to like just facing your destiny and the inevitable like forward. You're kind of like, oh, like I'm gonna do this crime and then like hide
and go hide in PC.
That and like, okay, instead of associating with the quote unquote real niggas in Gen Pop, you'd rather associate with the weirdos and the grapists and the, you know.
Yeah, that's who you relate to, eh? That's who you want to hang out with, eh?
Exactly.
That becomes the perception in jail. On road in the real world, the fans don't care. That's what I'm saying. It's like, we're not talking about criminals. We're talking about people who've done criminal activity, right? But they're also been famous and then ended up in jail after.
And I'm sure a big segment of the population would be on the opposite end saying, why wouldn't you go to PC? Don't you want extra protection? But they don't understand the street culture's perspective on it.
Yes.
And Martha Stewart being on that list is also like inaccurate, because didn't they send her to some like celebrity,
like a club fed,
you know?
Yeah.
Which, like, I feel like that can't compare to like a Rikers.
And they might not even have had a PC. So it's like, you can say she wasn't in PC, but I went to the Fed over at Frontenac, okay? There was no PC. So the diddlers are like 2 doors down from just the man them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a freaking minimum security, penitentiary.
Even where Diddy is right now, all the high-ranking people, so at a certain point, it seemed like one of them Arkham prisons, because Diddy was there, the guy that smoked the insurance guy, Luigi was there.
Wasn't 6ix9ine there too?
6ix9ine was there.
He's the one who talked about it.
Venezuelan president man is there.
Yeah.
So it's like, yo, this is like some comic book, like all the villains in the, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So if you were to go to jail today, would you go PC or General Pop?
Well, I'm not like a celebrity or anything, so I'll still go General Pop.
Okay.
You know, only because of the people who are in PC, you know, like when I was in Gen Pop, I never once felt like, oh, a man is gonna try to take my bum. You know what I mean? I never once felt like that. Actually, okay, though, when I first walked in, the man's like, oh, go in the shower. So at that point, I was on guard, but then after I showered, like, oh no, when you come in from outside, you have to kind of wash that off. So like that was the only point where I thought mans were gonna try me. But after that, man were super solid. Like I never once thought, oh, like niggas in here is gonna, you know. But I feel like if I was in PC surrounded by the weirdos, you know what I mean? Like,
hold on. I gotta stop you, bro, because Canadian prisons don't have that same kind of reputation. And I'm not trying to diss the American man them.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I'm speaking about my experience.
Yeah, you didn't know. Right? Like, and listen, I'm not acting like I'm some expert. I didn't know either until like I went. That's not a thing, fam. Man them told me even when I like, that's not a thing, bro. That's maybe in the States. But I think we got too much Caribbean culture amongst the man them, amongst the black diaspora over here. Where like mans are not like trying to run to I've been here for so long. I guess I'm gonna have to take some bum. Like, what? Like, that's crazy, fam.
Now that was the only thing I like heading towards the jail. That was the only thing I was worried about still.
And don't soundbite that. Oh, shit. I'm just thinking like, somebody's gonna soundbite that and make me look crazy. But like, that's not a thing over here where mans are like, yo, you gotta watch your bum when you go to jail.
Yeah, no, I quickly realized that. So I'm like, nah, these niggas are not interested in that.
No, fam. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bun that. You know what I'm saying?
And what I noticed with a lot of people who go to jail, more times than not, they come out a better version of themselves. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I see mans get in shape. They're like more read, better spoken. Like they come back with more motivation.
There's a certain man. I feel like most mans become worse.
Yeah. What do you think the rate? Because I don't know, the people I met who came out of jail, like they came back with like a new purpose. Like they have all these ideas. They have better habits. They've been working out more times.
Yeah. No, you got a good surrounding, bro.
And I feel like to maximize growth in jail, Gen Pop would be better. Like I feel like you would learn how to navigate. You probably gain some social savviness.
Yeah.
You'd build connections. Whereas if you just did your whole bid in PC, you're kind of like isolated.
I think, and I can't speak from experience, like I feel like you're still gonna have to deal with some kind of levels of like people trying to extort you in PC. Like we're thinking we have to keep it back in. We have to put this back in the celebrity aspect. You asked when I was doing that camera switch just now, like if Nacho would go into PC now, right? And listen, I don't. There's no wood to knock on pause, but like knock on wood, because like we were talking about, like, what if you were in jail? Like, it's like next thing you know, one of us is missing from the next episode. Like, what the hell? What were you guys talking about before?
Predictive programming.
But I'm just saying, like, at this point in time, back in the days, no, because I was Friday the street nigga. But like now,
don't say it.
It's still no.
Okay, good. I was like,
it's
bro,
still
please,
no.
please.
Because I'm still not there yet monetarily. But if I'm up a couple of M's, I might consider it. I might not say yes, but I might consider it, fam.
Yeah.
Like, I'm worth like 10 million that you could see on Google. You know what I'm saying? Mans are like automatically extorting me as soon as I walk in there, bro. I'm not part of a gang, fam. So I'm going to have to pay for protection because niggas know how much money I'm worth. That's crazy, fam.
Okay, so instead of paying for protection in Gen Pop, you would rather go PC.
I don't know, fam. Like,
if I'm up M's, I don't mind paying for it still. Pause. As long as they don't keep upping it, you know what I mean? Like, because at a certain point, I'll be like, hey, I'll pay the ops. Don't think I can't just go pay the ops. So like, you guys said $1,500 a month. It's staying $1,500. If you want to do 2 bands, I might be generous.
Inflation, fam. We've been here for like a year now. You know, shit goes up.
We made sure you're good, bro.
Like, yo, I'm here for 2 more years. Either you guys are getting it or they're getting it. But I ain't, you know what I mean?
That's stressful, fam. Like,
you think so? I think
that's GP problems. That's Gen Pop problems, bro.
I'd rather have those problems than like graper problems, you know? Like,
they're not gonna grape you in PC in Canada. In the States, maybe. In the States, both.
But even like being surrounded by like kid M's and stuff. I don't want to like. I just like. I'm gonna crash out.
You don't want that to be your celly.
You know what I mean? Like, like, so what are you here
You'd rather
for?
just be getting beat up by some regular Gen Pop guys.
If I'm up, I'll pay back. But like, imagine you just start talking. Oh, what are you here for? Oh yeah, my baby mom's daughter. That is like, bro, hold on, what?
Yeah,
that is like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't have.
You're getting into fights all of a sudden.
Yeah. I can't have those conversations with.
That's crazy. No, bro. Like, I don't know, fam. It's just. I don't know. I'm undecided. Once upon a time, hell no, never PC, right? They already call me Federal Rick and all these different things at this point, fam. Like, pause, niggas, man, will try to eat me alive as soon as I get onto Gen Pop, fam. Yo,
you
fam.
think so?
What? Bro, yo, fam, you didn't think I saw that new story that you did on me, brethren? Weren't you laughing at me on your little live stream? Oh, you're funny now, eh?
Friday has too many videos that he'll be held accountable for. It's like, bro, which video are you talking about? Like, November 18, 2023. I remember when I watched it. You're like, bro, what did I even see?
I just read a comment like, yo, that Mr. Go Get It guy is going to come get you. Or come get your old ass. He put old in quote in brackets. I was like, oh, shit. I was just roasting, bro. But that'll catch up to you, bro.
I was just jonesing.
Yeah.
Yo, I guarantee you, if Friday Ricky Dread pulled up to a jail, it'd be the hot news that day. Like, everyone would be testing you just because you're there.
You know, the movies where like the man's walking in and then all that they're making pure noise.
New fish. Yeah, man. I don't even want to think about it.
You're getting into a fight day one.
Yeah. And I went through a whole bid for a whole year, no fights.
Yo, I actually seen a man try that method and it did not work. Okay, yo, the man stepped in on range. You know what I mean? The first man he's seen, decked him, but he didn't realize that guy was one of the. So as soon as he did that, pure man just jumped on it. It was bad, bro. It was bad. It was bad.
So that's like folk mythology that you should just go and snuff someone on your first date.
Never
don't
do
that.
Okay.
Still.
I've heard that though. Before.
Don't do
Mans
that.
will say that. Like, definitely got to do
no.
first day, establish yourself.
If somebody tests you, then
exactly
defend yourself. But like I said, I went through a whole year, no altercations. I didn't back down from any fights. I just knew how to navigate, or I figured out how to navigate diplomatically.
You just have to go on easy.
Yeah.
So a man challenged you to a fight and you got out of it without fighting.
Nobody ever challenged me to a fight.
Oh, okay.
I've always been able to just, like natural to say, just go on easy. I do my own thing. I'm useful. You know what I'm saying? Like when needed, like I was able to help people with their writing their papers and shit like that, so that they can get their kids to go to like Jamaica and shit like that. Like I'll be writing words and saying syllables and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, make yourself useful. Every once in a while I do got a little bit of weed because I'm not jonesing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not begging mans for nothing. So now I don't owe nobody nothing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of rules. You know what I'm saying?
Valid.
But I guess salute to Boosie. He brought up a good conversation because a lot of people are talking about this in hip hop right now.
Do you want to salute Boosie? Because he always has the most ignorant takes.
Yeah, but they create conversations, bro.
I like Boosie.
Yeah.
Okay. One more thing. Because the man said he would take he took his little son to the strip club.
Yeah.
So he could have his first experience to make sure he's not gay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys stamp that? Is that something you guys would do as if you guys have youths?
No. It's not legal.
Well, how old was the kid?
I think he was 15 at the time or 16.
I would definitely take my kid to a strip club. The age aspect, 15, they're still a bit juvenile, but you already know in high school they're probably smashing
16
girls. 16
makes it a little different though still.
I think 18 is good, but 16 also doesn't seem too bad in a contained environment though. Like he wouldn't be able to get in because it's a bar, so you'd have to like host your own like stripper party.
Yeah, but it's Boosie, so you can make it happen.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I think there's something healthy about that. One time at the strip club, old former stripper bought 2 of her sons there.
Wow.
And like they were just sitting at the front and like she was kind of like,
how old?
They must have been at least 19. She was probably early 40s.
Okay. I was about to say, we're like, they bring like 2 10-year-olds just sitting there at the bar.
I think what she was doing was teaching them strip club etiquette. So when they do go to a strip club, they know how to act. They're not like head over heels over women. They're a little desensitized.
That's not bad.
Yeah, and I think that aspect is healthy. Like if you're able to just like see a naked woman in front of you and not like lose your mind.
And like for like a father-son, that could actually be beneficial to be like, all right, son, this is how you're supposed to move. Don't be tricking too much. Don't be blah, blah, blah. You see that guy over there? Yeah, don't be like that guy.
Yeah, she doesn't really like you.
No, exactly.
Exactly. It's how you gain respect.
Rather than you just having to go out and figuring everything yourself,
And I think a lot of people, especially from more sheltered cultures, they have to end up doing the trial and error learning where they go and they end up getting scammed their first night. And now they're like, you took my $800. But it's like, bro, like no one really showed
an Indian guy.
I've seen this happen before. It's like, she's unfair. What do you mean?
Okay, but what about the other part though? About him not about the strip club part, him getting his son pum pum, bro.
To make sure he's not gay.
There's that's a major part of it, like because like people get offended by that part. But like you're getting your son pum pum like before he's even like an adult. So what are you making the girl?
Yeah, that part's crazy still.
You're making the girl be a PDF file, bro.
But there's enough mans that do that.
Well, that's kind of illegal. It's not crazy. It's illegal, bro.
I think it's a bit problematic because what it teaches the son is a very transactional view of sex, which obviously exists. But now it's like, okay, like one of my first sexual experiences, my dad paid like a professional escort to give me the craziest naans. Like, like that's not, you don't want that to be your first couple sexual experiences. You want to earn it, maybe with a girl your age.
Exactly.
So I don't think that's a good move. I wouldn't do that.
I agree.
I think what he's doing is encouraging tricking. Because if that's your first experience where there was a monetary exchange of some type of sort, or even assumed monetary exchange, that's going to be in your DNA moving forward. Or you're like, every girl that I get with, I just pay for.
But what if your son's a waste you?
Well, then he's just going to be paying for pum pum for the rest of his life.
Like you look at your son, you're like, okay, he's not going to be able to get this done still. Like
no, don't do that to Tootie Raw, bro. we know Tootie Raw at this point, fam. He's getting older, fam.
No, I get it though. If your kid's like an incel, and you just know he just doesn't have it in him to pull a girl. If he's like, you know what? A part of me wouldn't feel as bad paying for it for him if I knew that it was like the only tail he's ever gonna get.
It's like, son, you don't want to go get like, oh look, I'm good. I want to play my video games. It's like, nah, we're gonna once you experience pum pum, you might change your your mind.
Hold on, let me pull this guy up on the screen, okay? Show them. No, bro, don't do that to Tootie Raw, nigga.
Tootie Raw was cool. Tootie Raw was cool.
This is the one that he got the pum pum for, bro.
But I'm saying like a new hypothetical. Like it's not Tootie Raw. It's like
he's not an incel. You know what I'm saying? But he might be a trick. He might be a trick. He looks cool and everything. He got cool clothes on and everything. But his brain has been warped to my first experience of pum pum was with a hooker. So it's like, okay, this is what we do moving forward. Or like he's with his wife as he gets older, and he's still tricking with pum pum on the side.
Okay, well, what about your guys' first experience? Was it like, oh, I love this woman, da da da?
No.
Yes. It was. It really was.
This guy. How did we know?
Love a manzar.
Oh man. No, but at the same time, like I didn't fall in love. You know what I'm saying? Like low-key, I was laying up a lot with my first girl that I was like smashing, like especially we're smashing raw and everything. I'm like, oh my God, like it's constant pum pum. But I wasn't in love. You know what I'm saying?
That's valid. Yeah.
Yeah. So like,
I'm like, are we just sharing our first time together? Like, let's continue this conversation.
No.
Naturally looking at me like, what about you?
Let's get to other shit. Man. All right. Interrogation done. Okay, but yeah, salute to all the PC rappers out there, man. We don't judge you, bro. Or at least I don't judge you.
Oh yeah, that's where the conversation started.
Salute Gen Pop. Even I know that.
And the Gen Pop rappers, right? Speaking of jail, the Toronto South, there's an update.
Road Ready Detailing, now open 7 days a week from 8 to 5 p.m. 750 Oakdale Road, Unit 66, specializing in ceramic coating perpetual with warranty, PPF, tints, wraps, vinyl wraps, and hand car washes. Remember, we clean anything on wheels.
Okay. Project South, actually. Project South is the project that happened where they busted a bunch of police officers. There was one main guy that they arrested who they said was giving up addresses to one guard that was like playing too much by the rules. But they've arrested way more than that since then. And now they've arrested a guard from inside who was giving information to people and stuff from inside, bro. It's crazy, fam. So let me pull up this article here. So Toronto South Sergeant arrested in wake of Project South police corruption scandal. Zara, can you see that from here?
Yeah, a staff sergeant at a Toronto super jail has been criminally charged in the wake of the massive police corruption probe Project South. Muhammad Orulija is accused of directing another staff member at the Toronto South Detention Center to unlawfully search an inmate on the jail's database last September, pardon me.
Is his name Muhammad?
Muhammad, yeah. It might be Turkish, yeah. Orugalicha. It kind of sounds like a Turkish name. Anyways, York police arrested the 35-year-old in late February, just weeks after announcing the results of a months-long investigation that uncovered Toronto cops had allegedly leaked confidential information used to facilitate shootings, extortion, and other crimes, including a plot to murder a manager known for his strict enforcement inside the Toronto jail. It remains unclear how exactly the allegations against Orulija fit into the sweeping investigation. Investigators confirmed only that Orulija was arrested as a result of information that originated from Project South. We are unable to provide any further details regarding his charges or his role at Project South. Remains an ongoing investigation, said York Regional Police spokesperson Constable Kevin Nebrija.
They all snitching.
Yeah, and we can stop there. And I have a video that I'm going to show you guys in a second, but just for that right there, this guy's like accessing the database and giving up prisoner information, bro. That's crazy, fam. Like you work in the jail and mans have you hemmed up in whatever type of organization they have, bro. Nobody can be trusted, brother. It's over, fam. I'm sorry, bro. I'm looking at everybody sideways, bro. This is the worst exposure to me of the police, of the Toronto police, because it's mainly Toronto police that I've ever seen in my whole history of living here, bro.
Saying he'll probably have to go PC.
Oh, for sure. All cops go to PC, I think. You know what I'm saying? But what do you guys think? Like the prison guards are obviously in on it. I think that we would have known that from time that they were in on it.
You know what I think this is a case of? Similar to the OSAP money guy. It's just highlighting a flex that has already existed. I feel like prison guards have been somewhat corrupt. They help in bringing in things to the jail.
Yes.
And, you know, they make extra money on the side and they're connected. So I think this kind of was just an instant where someone got caught.
Yeah, but there's one thing of bringing in stuff to the jail and stuff like that, like working, I guess, in concert with the criminals, which is bad already. You know what I'm saying? I guess from the ethical standpoint. These guys are like working with the police and they're trying to take people out and they're using the database to be able to access where these people are, what they're doing, so that we can murk them, fam. That's a way different level than bringing in some work and some phones.
Is it because we're Canadians and we don't expect this level of corruption from like government officials?
No, I don't think that. I think we all accept that there's corruption.
Yeah, you know, because like me, I'm not really surprised, but like when I think about American media, you know what I mean? That's normally where I think of like, okay, yeah, that's where all the cops are corrupt, da-da-da.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, when I think of Canadian police, I just think of like the Mounties and stuff. So like, this is kind of surprising to me that it goes so deep that they're getting man them murked. So like, are they working for like street niggas?
Basically.
Like, that's what's crazy to me.
They haven't mentioned what gang specifically that they've been working for, like through all the news articles that I've seen, unless I missed that. But they're literally working in concert with gangs on the street so that they can murk people in the gang's interest.
Is it possible that like, okay, they probably sent man so maybe like try to join the force so they could have people on the inside? Or is it like
for sure. What? If they're already doing this level of corruption, okay, where they're willing to work with the gangs, you don't think gang members have already infiltrated the police force, bro?
No, facts.
Oh, definitely. And I think it could have started off as a, you know, financial relationship where, you know, they were working with this Muhammad guy. And then eventually he got connected to them outside the jail, like his people and their people. He could have easily been coerced or bribed to an extent where he was like, okay. Or maybe he felt like, I want to get rid of this guy personally. Maybe it wasn't in conjunction with any gangs.
Maybe, but if people are at risk of dying, bro, this is way deeper than I thought we could get. When you asked about expecting corruption, I expect corruption.
Yeah.
I expect it.
I mean, like, to this level though, like
that's what I didn't expect.
Yeah.
And these many police officers to be involved. You know what I'm saying? I'll play you guys another video because the shit does get deep, bro. All right. So Project South officer faces disciplinary hearing. This is courtesy of CP24. And the other one was courtesy of the Toronto Star.
We're learning more about the allegations against 24 people accused in the corruption probe called Project South.
And as CTV's John Woodward reports, there's a call for City Council to call a judicial inquiry.
York Regional Police shared this video of a dramatic confrontation in a news conference last month. Dozens arrested, including 1 retired and 7 current Toronto police officers, accused of supplying information to hitmen, their targets including a manager of the Toronto South Detention Centre. Several of the accused had their first court appearances today in a Toronto court over Zoom, with new details found in their court documents. Some officers accused of helping put a tracking device on someone's vehicle, accessing confidential Toronto police computer systems, and drug trafficking. Civilians facing charges including possession of a stolen vehicle, drug trafficking, and extortion. One charge to Constable Richard Black was that he arranged for another officer's vehicle to be stolen so an insurance company would pay out. The alleged scheme wasn't carried out. Older Toronto police discipline documents show Black is accused of not properly reporting his dealings with confidential informants as far back as 2019. The notice of hearing saying source management is a high-risk area of policing. The officers under scrutiny in criminal court, their own departments, the Provincial Law Enforcement Complaints Agency, while the Provincial Inspector General of Policing is reviewing all Ontario police services. Former Toronto Mayor John Sewell says Toronto City Council should call its own inquiry.
There's a problem in Toronto.
All right.
Wow.
I think it's a money thing.
Talk to me.
If I could, they're probably thinking, okay, they pay me a few bands. I have to just give them a piece of paper. I'm not doing any dirt. There's no blood on my hands. They're gonna find a way to get to this guy anyways. You know, like
maybe. What about the car getting stolen for insurance? What's that all about?
That's money. That's a money play.
A quick flex.
Yo, these guys are so dirty in so many ways, bro.
Dirty, bro.
Holy fuck.
Well, no matter what you do, an extra $5,000 or $10,000 is never gonna hurt. You know, like even if you're a police officer.
Hold on, a week or a month?
A flex.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know how long it takes to receive the money.
Yeah.
But what I will say is interesting is that now they're doing an investigation on all Ontario police services. And I think there's going to be more revealed when it comes to corruption. Definitely. I don't think it's just the TPS, like, or York Region. Like, I'm sure every locale has their degree of corruption.
To a certain extent, though, if they let too much out, then that's gonna kind of take away the public trust.
That's what I'm thinking.
You know?
And who's doing the investigation?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I seen the chief, the Toronto police chief was like, yeah, we're going to look into this. Bro, how do I believe you?
Facts.
You're going to, we're looking into it. Wink, 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 wink. You know what I'm saying? And then tell everybody, yo, move your shit, bro.
No,
like, we're forwarding just now to go check some shit out.
Yeah, because they're going to protect their own interests at the end of the day, as opposed to the general population.
Like, if these guys got caught, maybe send out a few more dummies. Like, you guys are the fall guys. You knew what you were signing up for. Don't snitch on the rest of the mans.
Yeah, bro. And let's act like we cleaned up these police departments everywhere.
The only trustworthy way to do what they're doing is have like a third party audit. Like something that doesn't have to do with the Ontario Police Services.
But who is that? And they could get paid off same way.
Exactly. You're right.
Yeah, bro. Money talks. Money talks. And so the corruption will never end, bro.
We need a Borough Sound expose going live.
They'll arrest me still. You know, Rebel News Canada? They'll try that stuff and they'll get arrested.
Oh, for real?
They'll get arrested. And then if you keep on fucking around with the way these guys are moving, bro, look, bro, they're going into databases to try to find out information. If Borough Sounds, they'll your head top clean, fam. Like, what do you mean you're doing all this poking around in here trying to be Mr. Virtue, bro? Fuck you, bro. You're out of here.
We have sad news to report today. Zara will not be.
You'll see me on CP24.
Right? He was doing it for the content, bro.
As long as I get a child support documentary about my death, I'll be solidified still.
Yeah, bro. So it's like, how much probing can you really do, fam?
No facts.
Like, the police are corrupt. They're dealing with criminals who are obviously corrupt. So there's no defense, bro. We're kind of just on our own. I'm being dramatic, but I feel like I'm not.
But you know what is the defense against police officers? Low key, the law. Because the police officers oftentimes will break laws. And if you know your rights and you know the laws, they can't really mess with you. And that's how they end up losing a lot of cases, like unlawful arrest, unlawful search, telling you this, that, lying to you. They're allowed to lie to you.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that is the only way to combat it. But yeah, worst case, if they want you gone, you're gone.
You're gone, bro. And they're going to get through the databases, find out where your crib is, all that shit, fam. The man them are watching We Love Hip Hop right now. Like, y'all keep on talking. Like, I've seen your thumbnails there Friday. How many thumbnails you going to keep on making about this Toronto police? There's some Toronto police, and I'm joking, but I'm not joking, that's watching this saying, bro, we're doing criminal activities. Stop trying to freaking out us.
And there are probably some that are disgusted and say the majority of us don't do criminal activities. That's just the bad apples.
Yeah.
And, you know, our job is to keep the community safe. It's kind of like, do you accept the corruption with the benefits of certain types of protection? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, they're going to be corrupt. At the same time, like, you do need police in society.
Yeah.
But it has to be balanced. If you guys are getting niggas hit, then like...
But there are situations where police save the day. I don't know how often, but like...
No, definitely.
You know, so it's like you got to take those days with the bad days.
But like, okay, a little bit of corruption here and there. I feel like the public, like, yeah, we're fine with that.
Yeah, turn a blind eye type shit.
If you guys are committing murders, then it's like, all right, bro, you guys are taking it too far.
Fam, you're committing the murders and then you're going to the murder scene after. Be like, oh my God, there's a murder here. Like, no, you just did it, brother.
But what was the task force issued with just identifying people in hoods and they would beat up kids and stuff?
Who's that?
Honchos talked about it. It was like a Toronto police thing where like they would just stop anyone, like say you were walking in Vern or like certain hoods, like, and they would force you T-pass.
It was carding that they used to do back in the days. Right?
Was it carding? There was a name for it. Someone will comment it. But yeah, like they would pretty much unlawfully force people to identify themselves. They would
that
get
was carding.
aggressive.
That was carding.
Yeah.
And that was too, and it became too much. And then people were like, yo, you guys have to stop that.
Yeah, you were racially profiling.
But it took a while for that to be seen as bad. Like the public was cool with it for a bit.
I don't think the public was ever cool with it, but like they just enforced it and they were like, we're going to do it in the right way. Don't worry, until they didn't.
Yeah, I feel like once they took it too far, the public was like, all right, you guys are wilding now.
Yeah. And I think at the time, because I was old enough to remember, we were like, no, this is not going to be a good idea. And then they showed us that it was a bad idea.
But my point was that a lot of people will accept corruption and still maintain some sort of faith in the police force.
Yeah.
You know, even though they know, okay, what they're doing here is bad, but like, we still got to trust our boys in the blue.
Well, it's because
I guess
it wasn't at their doorstep. But until, you know, the white youth started to become more into like hip hop culture and stuff, then now they're the ones getting ID'd and roughed up and slammed on the concrete as well. Now it's like, oh, they're messing with my boys. Now let's lobby and change the laws and stuff.
I got to get my son out of prison.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And fam, I feel like in a real lost place in society when I look at just the lawlessness over here, bro. It's, I don't know, maybe I'm having a doomsday type of freaking epiphany, but like just the fact that the police are this corrupt, bro, I don't know where we're going moving forward.
No, it's bad here. Like, bro, there are illegal weed shops everywhere. No hate to them. Shout out to them. But
I
like,
fuck with them.
yeah, shroom stores, like, bro, in our city that is supposedly against the law. So it's like, bro, and then you have people shooting up and smoking crack on staircases in front of everyone. Like, there's just so much little things that add up that it's like, yeah, our city is lawless. I'm not surprised that there are so many kids committing crimes because it seems like it's probably easier now than ever.
There's no control, fam. There's no control. But yeah, no salutes to anybody. Fuck the police, same way. You know what I'm saying? Except for like Dunkley, Officer Dunkley. We like him, man. We like him. I'm gonna put you all onto some new music over here just quickly because I've been seeing this guy pop up on the timeline a lot. Have you ever heard of this guy, Goat Life? I've seen him. I don't know if the post that he's doing on like some of these guys' pages are like paid posts and stuff like that. Because you know there's no shame in that.
No shame.
But like, I don't know, bro. I've seen a way more than just on like what it seems like paid post type shit. This guy right here. This is on Toronto Rappers. Goat Life drops a new single 5 a.m. in the 6.
These days.
But something before I play it, I was like, he's rapping.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna play it off of the Toronto Rappers clip here.
They'll do whatever for you to notice them. Even if they end up in the cells where a knife or gun, nigga want a handout, wouldn't even let them count this money. You really wanna join the mob? Go and take a life for some. When they can't throw dirt on you, they gon' talk about your people. Who am I to judge when I'm a man who flooded you? Who am I to judge when I'm a man who shot people? I don't really take body threats, cause if you bleed, we both equal. 24 hours in a day, and you ain't using. RPR, I'm still screaming, no excuses. I just parked up the S-Class, jumped in a Cadillac. My wrist more than a brick of soft, got Louis Prada mix match. I'ma carve the wall up before I stuff it in the mattress. Gotta know whether it's now or then, I'm ready for the action. Katie called me for a 10 in a blizzard, I made it happen. I'm brushing shoulders with millionaires, last year I was sleeping with crack. This shit is trials and tribulations, please don't call it practice. Niggas die and get life every day, the game's tragic. It's 2 p.m., what you mean lock up right now? My lawyer on the phone and we was talking about trap. I get flashbacks of gas flashing. These days, they'll do whatever for you to.
So, yeah, I was pleasantly surprised because I'm seeing the mask and I'm like, all right, what are we gonna get here? Fuck the ops, da 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 da. And there is kind of some of that in there, but like in a skillful way. Maybe we got hope for a new artist in the city, bro.
No, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. I like the now I'm with millionaires. Last year I was sleeping with crackheads.
Yeah, that line made you chuckle.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, when he says sleeping, does he mean like he was in the trap like overnight, or does he mean like
could be both?
Yeah.
Could be both. Sometimes they get knocked down.
That is true.
I thought it was good. It had like a UK kind of vibe, real pain music.
Yeah.
He wasn't trying too hard, and it seemed like everything he said was real or relatable for him. Yeah, I think there's definitely potential here. What ends is he from?
I don't know, bro. I'm literally, we follow each other, and we've spoken in the DMs before. But I don't know. It was just like we never really connected again. But I start seeing him on the timeline more, and I'm like, oh, this guy's turning up. Because usually the DMs will be like, yo, I'm ready to do this, and I'm kind of like still watching the progress. But I think whatever he's been doing is working, and the music's good.
Is that a problem that one of the first questions that probably most people are going to ask is like, what ends is he from?
It's a regional thing. You know what I'm saying? Outside of Toronto, people are not going to care what specific part of Toronto. Actually, maybe.
You know why? And you're right. Maybe that is a problem, but in a subconscious way, I was almost trying to identify him and qualify him to affirm his lyrics. It's like, okay, what ends are you from? Because he's saying some stuff that's like, I don't want to say pretty blunt and street, but if you realistically look at the words, it sounds like, okay, he's a street dude. What streets? Like what ends? He could be from somewhere in a different city. Either way, it sounds like he's a street dude. So I'd want to like affirm that.
Yeah, it's a valid question, but I also understand natural why it sounds problematic. But it's a valid question because if you're talking all of this stuff and then like we find out you're like from Richmond Hill, we're going to be like, you really get down like that, bro?
But the thing is, there are like new ends emerging. Like there are ends that aren't necessarily name brand, but they rep like a certain intersection and you've never heard of them before, but like they're all gangster.
Yeah.
And like, what about Regent Park? Like, it's been mostly like renovated, but once they completely do it over, would mans be able to still claim that as an ends?
That's true. You can't really... You might be able to, if you were there back in the days before it changed, you can still claim that and be like, yo, it's changed now. But if you're like a YN that's come up in Regent Park, you can't be like, yo, Regent. It's like, nah, bro, it's condos everywhere. I see like white girls going to Starbucks and shit.
Yeah, it depends on the era that you're claiming.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
20 and up, you can't be like, or 20 or 18 and up, you can't be like, yo, I'm from Regent. You know what I'm saying? If you're like Lil Barrett is like the cutoff.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's still in his 20s, but like he still got to see like his old music videos have like Regent still intact. You know what I'm saying?
And also finding out what end someone is from, especially for a rapper, it almost gives you an idea of, in a sense, who their ops are, who their allies are, like who they affiliate with, if they're from like a name brand block.
But that's when you're getting regional.
Yes.
You know what
but
I'm saying?
Toronto rap is pretty regional, low key.
Yeah, but like thinking outside of Toronto, like for people when they check back and they're like, okay, you're from Toronto, they're not necessarily going to ask what ends, but if you tell them and there's some kind of history behind that end, like Jane and Finch, when Pressa goes around America and he's like, I'm from Jane and Finch. Maybe not everybody knows what that is, but if they do a quick check, they'll be like, oh, you're from there? I heard about that. Or it's kind of crazy. I saw it in a YouTube video.
But even that is a different level of casual, because if someone says, oh, I'm from Jane and Finch, if you're from Toronto, you're going to be like, from the north side or the south side? Like,
yeah, that's when you get regional.
Yeah, but I think that's kind of always been at the crux of Toronto rap is the regionalism. And I think every ends almost had like its little era.
It's not just a Toronto rap thing, bro. It's a rap thing, bro.
New York has like Bronx versus Queens.
Big time. Yeah. Mans are like, if you're in the Bronx, you barely ever go to Brooklyn. It's on the other side of the city, to be honest. It takes like 2 hours to go to Brooklyn by subway. You know what I'm saying? From the Bronx. So it's like, Fat Joe and all those guys aren't doing all of the stuff with Jay-Z and them mans back in the days and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they're in complete different areas, bro. And they rep their areas. They rep parts of Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Brownsville. It's like, that's in Brooklyn.
I saw a video of someone saying you're not from Toronto if you just rep Toronto or something like that.
That's
or like,
the thing.
You know, like you're not just like Toronto, the whole city. Like you're going to big up your ends or your region. Maybe whatever borough you're from, you could like Pickering or Scarborough, whatever. But it's usually even more specific to the locale.
But what about Drake?
Drake was able to do it, but he also gave specific individual community shout outs within the city as well as the city as a whole.
Yeah, and he leaned on the East End mans. I'm there with these guys. You see them in the video. So even if he's not from there, they claimed him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he has songs talking about going out there to smash things. You know what I'm saying?
Is Forest still in Toronto?
Yeah.
It definitely is. It's uptown.
It's like, where's that, like North Young?
No, it's like
Bayview and Eglinton?
No. It's like Bathurst and St. Clair area.
Okay. Is there any ends around there? Like what would be the closest ends?
It's a neighborhood. I wouldn't say it was an ends. Well,
Dufferin and St. Clair is like an ends.
So how can we need to claim that?
He went to school over there at Dufferin, I think, for a second. He's been in ends. He was living on Weston before he went to before his mom moved into the Forest Hill house.
Yeah, and even though they were in Forest Hill, like, wasn't he kind of the sole provider? I think his mom got sick or something. He was working on Degrassi, kind of paying for everything.
Basically.
And I think they were like, it was like being poor in a rich neighborhood.
I can relate.
All right.
Or not rich neighborhood, but I.
So you say he started from the bottom?
And now he's here.
Nah, bro.
I think, it's hard to say from the bottom because we've seen very trenchy origin stories in the city. But I don't think he started super privileged like a lot of people will dismiss him and say. Like, I still think
the man was on TV as a child. What do you mean he didn't start privileged?
But that's still like, being on TV in Canada isn't like a ticket to fame, bro. Actually, more times it's a ticket to like mediocrity, fam. Like,
nah, bro. I know enough mans that were on what's that dance show that not the next, I think it's like The Next Step or something.
Okay.
That's a show that was out here and that launched enough of their careers. You know what I mean?
Knowing Canadian television, right? Like, we've seen so much Canadian TV shows. The majority of those actors don't really cross over, and then they end up just getting regular jobs. And it's like, oh, you were on YTV back in the day. Oh, you were on Family Channel, but like now you're just regular.
You talk about the VJs and them too, like the actual.
Not even actors.
Not enough of the case, some of them, but that's the same with the American actors as well. There's enough Canadian actors that were able to make a good living, you know what I mean?
But like, to what avail? Like, never to crossing over in the way Drake did. Like, I'm trying to think, like, Life with Derek. Like, you'll see that guy on a TTC bus right now.
Today's special. That's before y'all time, but today's special. Like, Jeffrey and I forgot the woman's name, the light skinned chick. I don't know if they're like in other forms of media now, but I don't know if they're up like that.
Even Carlos from YTV. Remember Carlos, the YTV host? Like, mad local lore. Like, but so just because Drake was on,
ever.
Just because Drake was on a Canadian TV show, that didn't guarantee him.
I'm not saying it guaranteed him, but you're saying he didn't have any privileges. I'm saying that is a major privilege. Any ghetto youth would have loved to have that opportunity to make that bread. Because now, enough mans, their dukes were sick and they didn't have that check coming in from the TV to help with that.
Well, I never said he wasn't privileged at all. I just don't think he was super privileged in the same way people paint him out to be. Well, obviously, he probably had connections due to his mother's lineage as well. I'm not going to dismiss that as privilege, or even just being light-skinned in the black community is seen as privileged, right?
And also keep in mind, those shows got that show got syndicated.
Yeah, Degrassi, that's a big show.
It was on Nickelodeon.
So one of them idiot shows.
But look at the other Degrassi actors and actresses. I'm just saying, if it was just a matter of being on Degrassi, all of them would have reached some sort of similar level. But only one of them
doing right now.
Like, look at them; they're living regular lives. I think being on Canadian TV is almost like more times you're like cursed to fail. Like,
not fail, but I think it's like
you're gonna peak.
You live in mediocrity.
Exactly.
As far as like being an entertainer, you're not like, oh, now I just live in a mansion and I'm just living off of my residuals.
But I think that's all Canadian entertainment. Like, shout out to Classified. But if you were to compare him to like because that's a legendary Canadian rapper.
Yeah.
If we were to compare him to a legendary American rapper, you would say it's some mediocre shit.
Well, he's got like a modest house, probably like a big modest house, you know what I'm saying? But not in a mansion, you know what I'm saying? And he lives in Nova Scotia, so the price of living is way cheaper than over here in Toronto.
He has a sick studio. You could see it in his videos. Probably has a nice whip, is able to do what he likes for work, but it's not that mega millionaire status that Drake reached. I don't think
but that's
people
just like,
who started in Canada even get to that point unless you're like Jim Carrey, Mike Myers.
Yeah, like what's Kenny and Spenny doing right now?
Funny enough, I actually just watched a documentary on them. Okay, Spenny, they both made a bag, but Spenny just blew his bread because like he looked, he had a drinking problem.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
That tracks.
So
that's pretty Canadian.
Yeah, so that kind of messed up some of his bread, and then the rest of his bread, one of his cousins or got him into like a Ponzi scheme.
Oh man!
But fortunately, Kenny, who Loki was always like
the smarter one.
He was the tall one, right?
He was the one that was making Spenny do the weird shit.
Okay, he was the short little grimy looking.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So he wrote some episodes for South Park. He got some work in LA.
Wow.
Yeah, and basically he kind of linked back up with Spenny to kind of help him out. They did like a little tour. But Spenny was wilding. He was doing prostate exams on stage.
Damn.
For the fans, yeah. And then COVID, they brought back like another version of their show. And then so Kenny has kind of just been like, I guess, propping up Spenny, but they're doing all right.
Okay, so one of them ruined his life, and the other one had an okay life and still had to work hard and go to LA. I'm just saying, when you look at Drake in Canadian TV, because he was able to pivot into a whole new lane, he did something that the majority of people on Degrassi were not able to do.
But anybody in entertainment has to work hard. If you don't think that Drake has to work hard, or Kai Cenat, or all these guys, like just because they make an exorbitant amount more, that doesn't mean that like there's not work that comes with it. You know what I mean? Like, the man had to go on like the crazy tour. Then he had to go on the Magneta Max Win or whatever.
Magneta Max Win.
In Australia. Like, you don't think he wanted to just go on easy in his friggin' Toronto mansion?
The man has like stomach issues and shit. He told us.
Yeah, so like these guys do work hard.
That's what I'm saying. Like his upbringing, like we're saying, started from the bottom. Like he was working hard, paying the bills for his Dukes, Canadian TV, and then simultaneously pursuing his dream of being a rapper.
But that's he had a way further head start than most of the them growing up in the trenches, where like they don't have no TV show, no Jewish background. They're not even in the community to go to the proper school. They have to go to some rundown school. You know what I mean? Like
Compton shit, you know?
So I feel like he
had a bit of a head start.
Exactly. He had a bit of a head start. So.
Okay, yeah, I could see.
I don't know. It just sounds like somebody familiar to me. You know, maybe about 5, 6.
And then when Drake was introduced to the music industry, he was introduced by the greatest rapper at the time. Like,
but he earned that spot. Like it was Man's Like Friday and his community that were rejecting Drake.
No, it wasn't me, man.
But it was you and your boys.
It was my boys. It wasn't me.
Okay, but either way, like,
sorry, I just threw them under the bus.
He was just a local rapper trying to get respect, and at the time, I don't know why this became like a Drake story.
Salute to Goat Life. We fuck with you, Goat Life.
Yeah, salute to Goat Life.
We went super left.
No, but you guys rejected him as a whole, the community. Maybe not you individually.
Yeah, right.
And then eventually he got. How did he get in touch with Trey Songz in him?
Is that true though? Because he has tracks with JD Era and all those guys.
Yeah, but those guys were part of his crew.
Okay, so I'm saying, did everybody reject him, or was it just a certain subsect of the city?
I think it was the majority of the existing rap scene
and just
in the city.
Just to be clear, and salute to JD Era, he knows this too. He wasn't part of the gangster community.
So
it
I feel like
them mans who were like, oh, we street niggas.
So I feel like, the street mans didn't accept him, but the more industry, the more they kind of maybe took a liking to him.
So he'd be like Connor Price today?
Hold on. I got to correct some stuff too, because he always had Young Tony, aka OVO Hush, and he was considered a super street niggas back then.
So that was like his foot in the door, so to speak. Like, okay,
he was part of
Tony.
that crew with JD Era and all them, the wise guys. Young Tony was part of that crew, and there was the lore of Young Tony getting shot at the time and all types of shit. So he was in the streets, and the videos he's got all red on and stuff like that. Salute to you, Hush. I ain't, it's out there. But like, that was street credibility right there.
So he needed some sort of proximity. Like it wasn't like he was full on miskeened like a Connor Price.
No. Like Connor Price, like salute to Connor Price, but like he'd be hanging out with like Hawaii Mighty and all these like cool people that nobody who might have a gun on them type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Drake is always, even if it wasn't like the G-Way mans, there was young Tony that might have a gun on him. Probably did at them times. You know what I'm saying? And maybe even Bishop and them mans might have had it on them. You know what I'm saying? They're Bishop Section 6. Right? So he was repping a hood. So
started from the bottom.
I'm not gonna argue, guys.
We spent too long on this topic.
Turn it up. Woo! They would argue every month, bro.
He's trying to get it on his own. Working
That's
all
in his
night.
argument with his Duke about sandwiches and stuff.
Let me get the tuna. That's something I just joke about, right? Getting a sandwich. Have you seen that video?
Okay, let's get off of this topic here. Let me ask you guys a question before we get to the Czar topic that I have here for DJ Czar.
What topic?
The Akaash topic. We didn't get to that yet.
Why is it my topic?
Because that was you requested that one last time. You're like, yo, we gotta talk about Akaash.
Yeah, like 8 months ago.
Yeah. No, she's back. She's back. So
I heard.
Akaash topic pending. You know what I'm saying? But let me just pick y'all bearings for a quick second pause. Give me bad rappers who made good music or made hits.
I want to take a quick second to give a big shout out to Grabba, some of the hottest grabba in the GTA. You can get grabba shakers as well as hot grabba leaf in different flavors like red herring and red rose. They got delivery within the GTA and they got some really cool apparel for sale. If you want to get your hands on that grabba, make sure to hit them up on their Instagram page, grabba.ca, and let them know that the We Love Hip Hop boys sent you. Big salute to the sponsors. Cheer.
Bad rappers.
Like not lyrical, schmirical. Oh my God, this guy's the best rapper. Like he's kind of
Soulja Boy.
I was just thinking Soulja Boy, bro.
Good choice.
That's crazy.
Soulja Boy. Okay, I'm gonna put for my old heads Too Short.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
is Flo Rida considered a rapper?
He's rap adjacent.
He's rapping on the tracks. He's not singing.
He's not singing. He is a rapper, so I guess he would fall under the bad rapper makes hits category, but I don't think he makes good music.
Makes hits though. Pitbull the same way.
But I don't think Pitbull's a bad rapper because I can't even understand what he's saying.
Other rapper, I was gonna say Young Thug, but there are some of his verses that I do think are lyrically inclined.
Yeah, like sometimes he gets in a pocket. But Young Thug, I would put in that category because he does a lot of melodic, cool things, but his raps don't be that good most of the time.
Okay.
Playboy Cardi?
Definitely.
Rich the Kid?
I don't know. Rich the Kid, sometimes he gets off on a rap, on a verse still.
I feel like all those good songs aren't like that rappy or swaggy.
And I wouldn't put like a man like Lil Uzi Vert in there, so calm down, natural. Right? Because Lil Uzi Vert, even though he doesn't rap all the time, like if you listen to I Wanna Rock, you're not gonna get like, oh, Lil Uzi Vert, he could really rap. Like he doesn't even barely talk on the song. You know what I'm saying? But I've heard Lil Uzi get in a pocket, bro. And I'm like,
okay.
Oh, that's Uzi? Oh my God, you bodied that verse.
Lil Yachty.
Definitely Lil Yachty.
I'm trying to think of some mans from the 2000s. Mans that can't rap that made hits.
Well,
Mystical?
No, Mystical could rap.
For real?
Yeah, it's just that he had a really unorthodox style with that.
What about Bone Crusher?
Bone Crusher, a lot of people from that bracket of time, like the early 2000s ringtone rap, a lot of those guys weren't good rappers.
Them Franchise Boys.
D4L. D4L. Like, D4L actually got into beef with Ghostface because he made commentary on them not being good rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like, they try to run up on him.
What about Shawty Lo?
Shawty Lo was all right, but
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
You know?
He was all right, but I guess compared to like a Nas or Jay-Z type of raps, like, you know, boom bap-ish type of raps, like, obviously he wasn't good. But for Southern rappers, I think Shawty Lo was still pretty nice.
Webby,
yeah.
I could keep going for the rest of the pod.
No, but stop. No, but you see, this is great that we just were able to just roll out bare names. Doesn't necessarily mean these guys don't have good tunes or hits, fam.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you don't necessarily always have to be the best rapper to make good music.
That's true.
Because I mentioned Too Short for like the old heads, but like Blow the Whistle, super hit. Is that the name of that song? Like his big tune?
But is that a bad rap? I go on and on. Can't understand how I last so long. Must have the superpowers last 200
hours, and it's
he's in the pocket. Like it sounds, but like it's very simple.
It is very basic.
But so are a lot of Snoop Dogg tracks.
Snoop Dogg,
1,
yes.
2, 3.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Snoop Dogg we put there.
It's funny because I didn't put Snoop Dogg in that category, even though he is hella simple. Like a lot of repetition of his name. The S and O-O-P, D-O-D-D. Like he does that like the Doggy Style album. He spelled his name a lot of times, right? But I never put him in that category because he had the ability to freestyle. Okay. So it was like, oh shit, like.
But his freestyles are simple too.
Yeah, they're D-O-G.
Chilling with Friday at the table. I go home, I don't put on the cable.
That's an LA pimp shit.
Yeah. Everything he says just sounds cool.
Yeah.
Do you guys think Ludacris is a good rapper?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like lyrically proficient.
Okay.
It's just that he's so animated and like he's not a tough guy that I feel like a lot of people underrate how lyrically
I've never heard a Ludacris bar where I'm just like, oh shit.
Not necessarily. Like he's had some funny punchlines. You know what I'm saying? Not the oh shit, but they're like, oh, that's hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz is an amazing rapper.
No, he's good at rapping.
Yeah, but like he could dumb it down crazy to get a good hit off. And even in some of his hits, he's lyrically beating it up.
How about Wiz Khalifa?
Yes. But a lot of people will say that's blasphemy. Like the Wiz Khalifa fans think he could rap his ass off. To me, he's so simple. And I'm like, why do people love him, fam?
Well, I think that's the beauty of it is that it's simple. Like, it doesn't need to be too complicated.
And it's repetitive. I'm smoking haze. Oh, on rainy days. Like, yo, bro, you're trash.
He has this one bar that he would always say is, I fell asleep on a plane and never woke up and now I'm living a dream.
Oh my God. But his fans are like, oh, and I'm just like, what?
That's not a bar?
No, it's not, fam. Fam, I went to Wiz Khalifa concert, right? When he was trying to push the KK Kush over here.
Yeah.
Right? Yo, it was at the Molson Amphitheater. It was rammed, fam. And the crowds are like putting up lighters. They're doing their, I'm like,
I roll up. I roll
It
up.
is like simple ball up tunes type shit.
I was just standing there like, these tunes are so bad to me.
I rock with Wiz Khalifa though. If anyone balling up, he has a song called Up. Perfect smoking.
Well, I beat the pussy up.
It goes. It's kind of like a slow type. It's kind of like a love song for
yeah.
Kush.
And let me take that back. I don't think the tunes are bad. I think the tunes sound good, but his raps are bad.
I wouldn't say his raps are bad. They're just simple. Like it's not like it's like wow, bro. Like you can't rap at all. You can tell he knows how to rap and he's just doing simple lyrics.
Yeah.
It's not like it's like, okay, he cannot rap.
Yeah, and Black and Yellow is my shit. You know what I'm saying?
I actually hate that song now, but at the time it was everything.
No, facts.
Black stripes, yellow paint.
No, fam, I just wanted to just ask you guys about that. Just to, I'm actually pretty surprised and I'm happy that you guys are just able to just run off names, fam.
Power of being a DJ, but also
facts.
I think it's easier to pop off when you're not lyrically proficient.
I agree.
Say more shit, man.
Because, shout out to Kendrick, but like for a lot of his stuff, you do have to kind of like break it down. Like when I compare Kendrick rapping to Drake rapping, like I think Drake has better like punchlines.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But Kendrick, the whole, like the verse in a whole would be better in that sense,
He has metaphors in comparison to a punchline.
Exactly. Rather than just like entendres,
Yeah.
But I feel like if you're listening to the radio, it's kind of better to just like have a nice beat and lyrics where like you understand it, and you don't have to kind of like, oh, I have to go to Rap Genius and I have to watch 3 YouTube videos and all the next things.
Yeah, but Kendrick also knows how to dumb it down. Boom, bang, boom, bing, boom, bap, bam.
That's
type
true.
of shit you couldn't understand. And people repeat that part.
Bro, that is true.
You know what I'm saying? So he knows how to like manipulate the audience into remembering certain parts. Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
That is man down. That is true.
Yeah. So he knows how to do both. Like get really brainiac with the raps and then like just say things to just get the crowd going.
I think that's why Joyner Lucas hasn't popped off super like
too lyrical.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But he'll have a niche audience forever. He'll always be able to sell out a show. Might be a smaller venue.
No, that
but
is true.
I feel like when you're able to rap like that, you will develop a stronger fan base, perhaps not as large in size, but
that's true.
Those are the guys that are going to buy your shirts and just want to hear you rap.
Yeah. His live shows probably go crazy on the acapellas and shit.
Even Russ, same thing.
Yeah. Russ is one of those guys who can rap and make good songs.
Exactly.
But he knows like rapping too much it's almost like bad for the music.
Yeah. He dumbs it down enough, but not too much where you're like, yo, you're a bad rapper. Like, but you know, salute to the Wiz Khalifa fans. Like, you guys found a perfect one with Wiz Khalifa, bro.
Facts.
That man is not a good rapper. Okay, but we'll get off of this before I piss off the old heads of the hip hop community and the Wiz Khalifa fans. Akaash Singh's wife is back.
Jeez.
Okay. I put the camera on Czar. This is the Czar topic right here. Now, she popped back up on a show. How many months later now? This 8 months later. We're still kind of looking for Akaash. He hasn't really popped up on the Flagrant podcast as
Has
much.
it been 8 months?
It hasn't been 8 months, but he's returned like
he's
regular.
been back, but he's not there all the time.
It's just not the same.
He's kind of ucked out, bro. I don't want to say the whole word for YouTube, but I'm going to play some clips here from.
I guess the thought. So obviously, Myron does what he does,
and this is the Chowdhury Network. Okay, salute to Chowdhury.
And then the incels do what they do. My question, because I've never gotten to ask somebody who was really on the receiving end of the internet in that to that scale, like you were. How did you feel? Like it was like a slow burn, but it really wasn't. It was like a firestorm. Like I had people hitting me, being like, "Yo, what do you think?"
Yeah.
Right.
I remember because you asked me this question, like, what is it like to look at like think pieces and people analyzing your marriage and your personality? It feels weird and it feels surreal because you're like, but you don't know me. You don't know anything about me. You've never talked to me. Like, you're taking the intention of this video in the complete wrong way. And I mean, this obviously goes without saying, but the misogyny was like really crazy because obviously we know it exists in our society, but to see it so rampant and like full force and just like unapologetically there, I was like, oh my God, like this is a real fucking thing. And it's like, it was bizarre to me because I'm like, my husband can go on stage and literally has a joke in his special about like, getting a hooker isn't like cheating, it's just outsourcing, which I really don't care. Like, I think it's a funny joke, but it's like, if I say something that's equally, you know, raunchy, like, then I'm a whore or all these things. When it's like, but the reality is what the reality is. It's like, I was a virgin when I met my husband. We lost our
Hold on. Extend the play here, okay? We're going to run this clip a little longer, okay, gang?
virginity to each other. We love hip-hop. And I never made that a part of my identity. I only shared that because I share my life story because I'm an oversharer. Y'all made it a part of my identity and then used it against me. I don't give a fuck if I was a virgin or I wasn't, or if my body count was 100.
Let's go, Jasmine.
But it wasn't. Those are just facts. So if you want to take like tongue-in-cheek videos and make it into something it's not, like that's not really a reflection of me. That's a reflection of them. And I think moreover, what people don't realize, like, I don't even want to say his fucking name, but this fucking loser whose name you said, like, he was on the Flagrant podcast like 5 fucking years ago. And my husband just humbled the shit out of him and basically embarrassed him because he was like, I think what you do is corny and it's not really helping men. So there's that. And I think every year he would try to like bait them by being like, oh, you guys are pussies or you guys are this. But then every year that clip would circulate. And I think deep down it really embarrassed and humiliated and emasculated him. So when all of this first started, it was like very clear to see that there was like a lot of bot farming as well. And I could tell there were bots because hold on.
Zahar, contain yourself. I'm not finished the clip, brother.
Bro's bursting through the seams right now.
The lack of accountability made Zara's head explode just
That is jokes.
I knew the extended clip was necessary. Keep cooking, Jasmine. Let's go.
On Instagram, I immediately lost like within the span of 2 months. So it was like
Hold
up
on,
and
say
then
it again.
And I think every year he would try to like bait them by being like, oh, you guys are pussies or you guys are this. But then every year that clip would circulate. And I think deep down, it really embarrassed and humiliated and emasculated him. So when all of this first started, it was like very clear to see that there was like a lot of bot farming as well. And I could tell there were bots because like the 1,500 followers I gained on Instagram, I immediately lost like within the span of 2 months. So it was like up and then down. And then like all the nastiest comments on my Instagram videos I didn't even delete. Like a month later, it was all no. So it was like, it was starting to become clear that there were like a lot of bots. Which is funny because they say very racist things against Indians and South Asians, but like that's where you get your bots. Yeah, and there was something else I was gonna say, but I think that's why people were saying, "Oh, it's PR." Like I would never, and my husband would never like have to do anything for PR. Like all of the traffic I got was organic before that.
Okay, let's stop there. And just to give some context, because this is a 1 hour interview, Zara's triggered. I knew this would work. She doesn't have the podcast anymore. The main character podcast, because that was the name of the podcast, right? That's gone.
Good.
And she still found a way to still chat.
Yeah. She found a microphone, bro.
Holy.
And the co-host and her don't get along anymore. She mentions also in this interview.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I don't know, maybe it was her perving on the co-host's husband. It could have been her oversharing, she said, was the reason. But like they don't hate each other, but maybe they'll get back together one day and do a pod. But like it kind of ended after that. So it's not her fault. Okay, I'm gonna paraphrase what she said. It's not her fault. Akaash says what he says on stage. Just because she's an oversharer, you guys, you incels, right?
Zara.
Got behind a movement and enforced this movement with bots to try to take her down. She didn't do nothing wrong.
Okay, I'm gonna touch on that, but first, there is like a false equivalency being made. Like your husband creating a joke that's a hypothetical scenario that aims to highlight the nature of infidelity and sex is different than you talking about how you're hooking up with mans in college. That's like a real life.
Yeah.
See, that's not a joke. You know what I'm saying? This is a hypothetical joke. So I don't think those are the two same things. You know, I feel like it would be embarrassing for her if Akaash was openly talking about hooking up with other girls.
Yeah.
Then girls would be getting at her like, yo, your man is embarrassing you, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But to speak on the bot farming aspect, I didn't even know about that. I think it's very possible. And I also think where the internet is with the incels and red pill and a lot of people being against certain types of relationships, like the bot farming in conjunction with the cultural disgust and fear of being a cuck just made that like a internet phenomenon.
So you believe there was bot farming?
I think it's possible. I think especially when she mentioned that, okay, Myron's been trying to avenge himself for the flagrant quote unquote massacre of him, where they were dissing him for not liking black women and saying that was corny because he's black.
I do remember that.
That's pretty valid. And I think a lot of the black community and black Twitter also still views Myron in that light.
Yeah.
But I think
he doesn't help either.
She should have taken a little more accountability.
So those aren't bots? The people getting at Myron, but the people getting at her are bots?
Myron never alleged that they were bots. I think if he alleged that they were bots, they'd have an equal claim to that.
I think that's just how she's sleeping at night. Oh, no, the world doesn't hate me. It's just robots and AI.
Yeah,
I think
I did nothing wrong.
I think what I was going to add to that is she didn't take any accountability and is kind of like, woe is me, I'm the victim.
Yeah.
How is it fair? This, that. And I don't like that. But when she's seeing that certain comments were being null and like losing followers and gaining followers, like people send bots on Friday shit. That's why maybe it's because I know how simple it is to do that like it is very possible. If it's happening on our level, imagine at their level where like bare people might be sending.
You're right.
And it might not be Myron. It might be like one of his fanboys or something.
Like what would be the intention of sending? I could see Myron probably seeing her do that clip and sending it to every meme page, clip page, Bob. I can see him doing that to set a narrative. But I don't see him just like sending a flood of bots to her comments. You know what I mean? That's not really gonna create a narrative for the public. It's just gonna hurt her. You know.
And you said the word narrative, right? She's acting like Myron's Get Back was going and finding some kind of secret files.
Exactly.
No, like you basically been like cucking your husband for like how long? He basically now finds some videos that prove that, and you have a podcast talking crazy, and now we can correspond that with all of the videos that we have from before. You're out of here, bro. And you sunk your husband.
And it's almost like she presented it on a platter for Myron where he wouldn't have to do the back end work of being like, oh, okay, like let me pay to make this a story. It already is a story in itself.
Fam, she set up the equipment, or not her, but like her peoples set up an equipment with microphones, and she started talking about how she was a hoe in freaking college.
For, because they say women's intuition, for the amount of intuition women have, I would say they lack accountability and pattern recognition. Because for her to go on that podcast the first time and see how bad it went, I don't understand why she'll be like, oh, I know what I should do right now.
Go on another one.
Go back on a podcast and chat about the same, like, that's just crazy. That's just crazy. Because when I started seeing this story come back up, I'm like, yo, why are they rehashing this? And then I realized that she did another podcast. I'm like, okay, she's just either an idiot or she's enjoying the tension in some weird way.
She's an attention whore, bro. And like low key, salute to this podcast, the Chaudhry Network or Chaudhry Network. They got 14,000 views on it. The people who are reacting to that, maybe not us, but the other people who are reacting to that are doing crazy off of it.
Facts.
And you're right. It's resurfacing a problem that I don't want to say we forgot, but because there's just so much going on in the world that it's like, all right, whatever, Akaash, whatever, he went back to normal. Like, it's not like people, it wasn't at the forefront of everyone's mind like it was before. So even just, she has to understand that no matter what, her presence will always represent that moment. Like your presence is a reflection of your husband's internet cuckery, so to speak. She went on flagrant after, and they tried to like hash it out in this public spectacle, and it didn't really help. The only thing that helped was them sort of talking about it, and then time. Because and now it's just not even in the news cycle. Now you're gonna bring it back. Akaash is probably getting all these comments. Then again, like I can't lie, all the flagrant's comments, you'll still see like cuck Akaash and like
bro.
Stuff.
He's literally went from being cool because we didn't think about him that much, but we didn't hate him, and we don't hate him now, to like just being like a lolcow, bro.
It's like, you are always you.
Yeah, fam. And like in a space of no time, bro. Like, let me show y'all something quickly before we get off this topic, because it really has nothing
Look at his face in these pictures. She is pretty though. I'm not gonna lie.
When I was looking at that other clip, I was like, I'm not gonna be a simp for you, but you're a baddie still. But look at this. 2 days ago, and there's gonna be more. 3 weeks ago, a day ago, she's back.
3 days ago.
3 days ago.
220,000. Podcast Cringe.
Podcast Cringe was the one who put me onto that. Salute to Podcast Cringe. But people are starting to rehash this. And if I just put her name, Jasleen Singh. If I put Akaash Singh, you're going to see way more videos because it's his name that's getting fucked up.
Yeah, I didn't see her name when I seen Akaash's wife is embarrassing him again.
Yes.
Akaash wife is probably a strong SEO on Google. Just Akaash wife.
Look.
That's the first thing that
Akaash
pops
Singh
up.
Wife. I just put Akaash Singh, and Akaash Singh wife is the first thing. Akaash Singh Jasleen. Akaash Singh's wife Jasleen. Like, bro, your wife has taken over your algorithm.
Your career.
Oh man, I'm not trying to tell people how to have their relationships, bro. You might have to leave that, bro.
I think he already committed. I think if he wanted to leave, he should have left at the height of the controversy, and then it might have been redeeming. I know you're saying it would be a bad look because it's like, how could you leave her just because the internet's pressuring you?
No, she's doing it, bro. She's making him look crazy.
Nah, he would have to have a valid reason, because if she didn't cheat on him or anything, it'll be like, bro, you already accepted this situation. You were already fine with it.
Yeah.
Just because we aren't fine with it, like, why do we matter, bro?
True. You already knew that you were with a chick that don't know how to shut the fuck up when it's time.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that I know that sounds crazy, but like everybody, man and woman, should know when to shut the fuck up when it's time.
Even Charlemagne said it perfectly. Like, don't put a microphone in front of your wife. Like, only one of us can be trying to be the star.
He said, stop the podcast. He said, just take the podcast away and mics away. Just end the podcast, he said. That started resurfacing. Oh, Charlemagne said this already. He prophesied this. He said, end the podcast, and the podcast ended. Bro, I just brought this topic up because like I know it's already in the pop culture sphere, but like it kind of triggered me too, fam.
Okay, but you say only one person could be the star. Do you think two stars could coexist?
I think two stars are gonna collide and explode.
Ooh.
That was deep.
Because I was gonna say ASAP and Rihanna, but there are like a lot of people say that Rihanna's like leagues ahead of him. Or whatever.
If there's like one, I guess, above the other as far as like popularity, then maybe it can work. But then there's Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But at first, I think Jay-Z was ahead of her.
He was.
And then now, like, music-wise, I think Beyonce's ahead of him. But business-wise, they're, like, on par.
Yeah, but don't you remember that album? Was it the Lemonade album? Where she was just, like, airing out that Jay-Z was always cheating on her and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure at this point, their relationship is much more for the public than their actual, like, love life, you know?
That's
and
fair.
maybe ASAP and Rihanna was, like, on the tail end of their career. But I think at two people's peaks, where I don't think it's like a healthy relationship when both people are trying to be stars.
That is true, because Rihanna's not really in the limelight like that anymore.
Yeah, but she's making more money than ever.
Facts.
And now ASAP is kind of like he was on his way out. Like he wasn't at the peak of his career or popularity. But that's just my opinion. I don't know. Like, I could see myself with like a creative shorty that's like trying to be famous in the same way I am, like same level. But I just think it's better when one person has that stability and the other person has that creative spontaneity.
Yeah.
You need something stable. We can't both be like unstable. You know what I'm saying?
No, real talk, man. Okay,
I'm not gonna say nothing.
Okay, I got one more question for you guys. Okay, it's not like related to any like trending topics and shit. I was just thinking, like, we're in 2026 now, right? Are you doing better in life, financially or otherwise, from 2020 to 2026?
You mean like...
I don't even want to get financially because we're not trying to pocket watch each other. I'm saying like, are you doing more things now than you were doing then?
No, do you mean like at the beginning of 2020 versus where we are now?
Yes.
Okay.
Because 2020 was a weird time where we ended up getting locked down and stuff like that. But like we were bubbling, doing whatever we were doing. You know what I'm saying?
Now 2020, I think I was broke. Now 2020 was dark. So yeah, I mean, it's much better now.
Much better now. And I feel like I assume it's all better now for all three of us. But like, what maybe there's things that you're like, you know what, I liked 2020 or pre-2020 better.
Okay, 2020, I was 25. Definitely less money. I wasn't as in shape. I didn't have as many tattoos, but I still had my hair. So there's that. Like, I'm like, maybe I would go back just for that, just to like, for like a day. But definitely 2026. I think maybe this is for everyone, but especially for men, life tends to get better as time goes on.
Yes.
You know, like,
yes,
I feel like I can get way more girls now than when I was 25. I have way more money, more opportunities, more confidence, more access to different activities. So yeah, I'm gonna go definitely 2026.
Yeah. And I feel like my life has gotten exponentially better. There are some things that I wish I had more of, like money. You know what I'm saying? But I'm making more money than I was making in 2020.
Yeah.
But I'm paying for more shit now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because of growth of the company and stuff like that. Like, even from like the We Love Hip Hop perspective, like pre-2020, we weren't doing like the 2018 views.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then we got a boost during the pandemic, which was cool. Right? But like, I had mad things to pay for. I had the big ass studio, all these different things. And I was pulling in more money, or I was pulling in money to pay for it. But now I feel like I'm making more money and I'm still tight. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you grow and then like it's like you're still trying to, I don't even know how to word it.
Well, because you're running a business, you know what I mean? Like that's how it normally goes.
Yeah.
You know, like
hold on before you say, I'm growing with the business, but then the money of the growth also increases.
Exactly.
So if you're making more money and you're trying to grow your business, it doesn't mean you still have more money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because even like I think they were saying Uber hasn't been profitable since their inception or something like that.
Really?
But it's because like for promotion and stuff, maybe they go get investors. So then now they're into this certain thing, blah, blah, blah. They have to pay back the investors.
Yeah.
And then, okay, they pay that back to do another round of investing so they could grow the company more. So like as they're growing the company, like you said, you have more things to pay for and all that stuff. Like maybe you get some employees now. So now you have people on payroll that you have to take care of and stuff. So,
but I feel like reporting a loss, especially for corporations, is such a good move because you don't have to pay any taxes.
No, that's true.
Like how much you make? Negative $8 million this year. Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't have to pay us. Like
I heard.
But what I would also say for me personally, when I was 25, I was still figuring out exactly what I wanted to do in life. Like, there's many things that I was interested in, and like, you know, I went to school, like I did many different things. But where I am now, I feel like I kind of know what my purpose is type thing. I know what's working for me at least. I kind of know like what my impacts could be on the world. So that plays a part of it as well.
Yeah. I think this is a good question for you guys, especially from the times of ages of where you guys went from to now.
Yeah.
Because it's like 25 to 30 type shit. You know what I'm saying? So like you guys were like knocking on 30's door. So like you had like a different perspective from when you were like quote unquote YN. You know what I'm saying? Like you went from, oh, I'm not a YN anymore. I just got off of that because I'm 25 to, oh shit, I'm about to be a big man. You know what I'm saying? Where like I'm going from like 45 to 50, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm looking at my 50s. I'm like, am I doing all the right things in life?
Yeah.
The different peers that I have that are like OGs in the game, how old are they? So how much longer do I have to be able to like continuously be a broadcaster, podcaster, or whatever? Like all these different things go through my mind that are probably not even, you guys aren't even considering it.
Well, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I felt like it was just a good mental experiment to just figure out like where we're at as far as in time and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I'm looking forward to my 30s. Even to like any of the YNs or any of the younger people watching, like I know it's like, oh, 30, blah, blah, blah. Like you're scared for it.
No.
But I feel like in my 20s, like things were much more chaotic in the sense of like, I didn't really know what was going on. I'm so fresh to the real world, you know, like kind of figuring out. But like now I feel like I don't know everything, obviously, but I've had enough experience in the real world, you know, like I've been super broke, you know, like not having nowhere to live and stuff. And then the opposite of that, having bare bread, traveling. So I kind of know what I want from the world. And I feel like I know what the world wants from me. So I could super execute on what I need to rather than putting my energy into random places, you know?
No, trust me, 30s are fun, bro.
Embrace it. Like, because for the youngins out there, like the same girls you guys are pulling in your early 20s, like they'll still be available when you're 30. And then like you have options of like girls late 20s, late 30s. Like, I don't know. It just it opens up the market.
Oh my God. What I've told you guys this behind the scenes, but I'll bring it in front of the scenes. That 35 spot, like you might start looking at it at certain points of time. Like, oh man, I'm 35 now, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's 5 years from now.
Yeah.
Brother, as somebody who's 15 years older than that, that is the sweetest spot, bro.
35, eh?
What?
No, I'm thinking if I continue on my trajectory now, in another 5 years, it's going to be crazy.
Yeah. And especially if you're up, bro.
Exactly.
Oh my God. And when you're 35 and you got bread, the world is your playground, fam. Buckle up. Okay. I think we could end it for the day there, man. I think we had a productive conversation here. I'm gonna run something that we were playing earlier. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.